got kisses. Okay, so quick recap. Last week was just last week, so we probably remember a lot of it. But last week
Hmm.
we entered into the city of Tarnhold, where we did a little shopping and got some delectable delights like some mushroom nuggets from some hawkers, and we got some obsidian ice cream that didn't agree with Landry's gut bacteria. And
He's
we
a
also,
sensitive boy.
yeah, and we also got some new, I think, armor and weapon runes, maybe, as
Yeah.
well as put on a fun performance on the promenade to help out the patron that you patronize. I don't know if that's right. Um,
Bard's got to do
Sounds
something.
right.
and then you guys wandering through the city, you just happened to walk past the Blightfoot house, which was very convenient, so you could return or finish your quest with the Life Bloom coffer. And you had a fun meal and shared memories with a bunch of mushroom people. And then you actually, as after at the end of the quest, you got this new kind of power. So far, I guess in this game, I've just been granting you guys basically feats and powers instead of like items. So now you got another power. You're all telepathically linked as long as you sort of stay together for the next month or two. It will
Which, by
become
the way,
permanent.
feels equally as cool.
I mean, I hope it feels cool. I'm.
Yeah.
It's just flavor, I guess, right?
Nah, man, cool powers is rad.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
I don't know why it was
Mm.
feats that I was giving you last time instead of like weapons, but it felt right too. So here we go. And also it's allowed you all to kind of build your own weapons through runes, which is maybe the Pathfinder way. I don't know. We're learning it.
Kind of is, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and maybe I will make you guys some cool weapons down the road. But yeah, you guys went and purchased some new items and you got some new powers, and then you ended up at the inn where there was another encounter to be had with Remy Rivetois, and there was a battle of frogs up on the stage, and Remy had a real good night. Not
Oh,
that
yeah, he did.
Aloe didn't also do well, just not as well as Remy. But together they earned some good gold and they reunited, and Remy shared some information with Aloe that there was a book that might have some important news about the Swamp Song. In fact, he talked about the Song of the Eternal Sands, I think, or something like that. And
I believe it was, yeah.
the hymn of the Eternal
The hymn of
Sand,
the Eternal Sands, yeah.
and it was held in a book of Pachydon hymns, or at least he thought it was, in the sacred area. And last day in this Temple of Rufin, where you guys ended up searching for clues, Aloysius did indeed get his hands on the hymn or the Pachydon hymn book and slipped it into his bag just before these mind binders, aka face huggers, attacked. And part of what was sort of uncovered last time as this attack unfolded was that many of the books that the held the clues that you were looking for were in fact the books that these mind binders were hiding in, and it led you at least to suspect that there has been some attempt to hide the information about Seshmu Chen and at least the stuff you're looking for.
Hmm.
To to what end, maybe we don't know yet, but that's what you're suspicious of. But you're right in the midst of it. You're right in the midst of fighting off these mind binders. You had killed two, I think. One had latched onto Landry, I think, and almost got him. And another one tried to get on Gorham,
Yeah.
but Gorham, I think, smashed it down. And a third one,
I do believe I smashed my face
Oh,
into
that's right.
oh yes, I forgot
a
that part.
bookshelf
That is
until
accurate.
it came off.
Meanwhile, H21 was
Poor
trapped in
Chad.
like a sort of a mental prison for a moment before escaping out of it and criticalizing his. So there are still a few lot that have like run from the library into this chamber to kind of attack you. There are now two of them engaged in the main sort of reading area over here, and there's one engaged with Zetatrix and H21 over at the bottom. And we're about to start this round. Are we all ready to go?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dunge-On.
Yeah.
Okay, so some Gorham, just was that you who just stepped into this Mindbinder?
Might be.
Yeah, no worries, because I think he was about to turn on Davrik.
One question. What is this white circle?
That is a summoned protector tree from Landry.
Cool.
Yeah, you stay by that. It something. If I remember how it works correctly, if
Like
something
takes hits for you,
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
or takes damage for you. All right.
yeah. I will. I'll throw it up on the thing as a reminder of its mechanics
Nice.
because I need to remember as well.
So this Mindbinder is going to lash out. Actually, you know what? This Mindbinder is low. It's not really smart enough to know about attacks of opportunity and strategy, so it's actually going to kind of flee for a second. So it's going to run. Now that
We'll take that attack of opportunity.
yeah, both of you got it, but I'm going to let you
Blah.
take the first.
It's the 22
I think so. Yes.
I don't know.
hit.
22 is a 22 hit? I don't know.
Okay, so it dies.
Yeah.
And
Moira.
you can take a acid splash. How are
I
we doing
refuse.
these? Well, you can try to refuse.
No.
I refuse.
He said no. I can't believe we
Sorry,
haven't
it's
read
a
that.
28.
Wow, that does actually hit. Holy fuck.
That's 7 acid splash damage.
Wow, you hit Glorum with something.
I get hit all the time.
It's true. Crystals rocks.
Also true.
Yeah,
Even
those
with
are very
that
true things.
these hilarious list of power ups that you have next to you right now, it's like you have like every power up available.
I don't think some of those are power-ups. I think one of those is persistent poison.
Oh yeah. Yeah. One of those is not great.
One of those is expired.
Yeah.
I'm hasted apparently. Somebody hasted me.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know how that happened.
Leora hasted you.
Oh hell yeah.
I forgot
Nice.
about that. But yeah, it is Aloysius's turn.
Okay. So, do I give them an attack of opportunity if I move away from them right now? This guy.
You can experiment with that because in this game you don't ever know if something
You
has an
don't know.
attack or not unless you
It might.
have learned.
Yeah. But I am in range for something like that, right?
You are, and
All right. Here's
but
what I'm gonna
also
do.
your
Then.
normal expectation is that most things don't.
I don't really need
Like
to get over there that bad.
Like warriors.
yeah, exactly.
All right. I'm
High
gonna
level
cast a
champions.
spell on Landry.
So you're casting what?
Thank you.
I'm gonna cast telekinetic projectile on Landry. No, I'm kidding.
Let's just end it.
It's finally my chance.
I'm gonna cast Soothe. So you heal 1d10 plus 4 hit points, and you get a +2 status bonus just for saves against mental effects for the duration.
Nice. I wonder if I click that, it'll just add it to me.
You know what? That's fucking dope because these things have been using this.
So I think you get 7. Wow, I rolled.
Let me put
shit.
it out there so you can see what it.
Heal 7, and then
Did that do something? No.
I get Soothe. Let's see if I can find that.
I got you.
Oh, there it is. Awesome. Thanks. Cool.
Oh, there are mental effects.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Appreciate that.
And Landry actually got hit with one of those earlier, but he didn't. He succeeded his will save, I think.
Okay, and then for my other action, because that one took 2, I'll go ahead and just hit him with my sword.
Okay, swordsman, swords frog.
That's all I got. Oh no, actually, wait, that's not all I got. Wait, I got other stuff. That takes 2. Damn. Okay. This all takes 2. Shit. Okay. Instead of that, I'll just inspire courage on everybody.
Yeah.
What do
No,
you tell
I'm
them
very
to
with that.
make them
Uh,
courageous?
I say, well, I know that they look like they have a troubling number of legs, but that we have way more legs as a group than they do, so I think we can handle it.
Great logic, frog logic.
That is
Very frog logic.
I
so
love it.
Well, I
inspiring.
didn't count exactly, but it feels like we at least have equal numbers of legs.
Somebody count the legs.
No.
Wait, there's more of them. Don't get too deep in the logic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
can't
legs.
see all of them.
they've got like 8 legs each, and there's like
Yeah.
8 of them. That's it's 64
there you go.
legs.
I don't think we're the right.
I don't
Alan's
think
not
we
good at
win the
math.
leg
All right,
game.
he's not
Count
good at math.
arms. Everyone
He's not
count
great at math.
fingers.
Aloysius can't count anything above a 4/4 beat, so just
Yeah,
1 through
exactly.
4, 1 through
Exactly.
4, 1 through
There
4.
we go. There we go.
I would say that was very dry and technical, but encouraging encouragement.
This Mindbinder by Aloysius and Leora is gonna lash out at Leora, trying to get a giant elephant trapped in its grip. It's gonna start with its tail strike. That was a 15, which that looks pitiful. He rolled a 3. That's got to be a miss
I
on
would
Leora.
love to see the logistics of a face hugger attempting to get on an elephant's face somehow. Like, how does that shit work?
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe these are bigger
With
than
the
natural.
trunk and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, how does that?
Yeah.
It lifts it. Lifts
It
the
would
trunk.
have to
Well,
use waist-coated cellulite to
foreshadowing.
wrap around the nose.
There's some nasty things coming in our future, and I'm trying
Oh
to make
shit!
AI for it.
Elephant mind hungers.
Oh,
Here we go with the mind flares.
He's gonna do it again. Oh wait, I don't know if we're gonna do mind flayers again. We did
I
that
don't know.
already.
That shit
That's
was
another
rough.
Yeah, we
miss.
did. It was rad. One of the coolest things that's ever happened to me.
All right, maybe we will do it again. Oh, and then a 20, but that's still a miss, even though he rolled well. Okay, so Liara has kind of got one of her books that she has in her hand held up, and she's kind of got the mind binder pinned up against the wall as it's lashing out with its tail, trying to wrap it around her neck, but at least for the moment, it's unable to do that. Age 21, you're up.
Okay.
This one
I
hadn't
have
run around the corner yet. I don't think it's actually attacked either of you yet.
no, and it hasn't been attacked. So I'm
Oh, it
going to
has got
step.
damage on it, so I think Zetatrix got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
hit
gonna
it.
step back, reload one of my guns, and then shoot it.
Okay.
That's a miss, it looks like. Even
Mhm.
though I have a plus 13 to hit.
That means you were rolling pretty crappy.
Yeah, and that's 3.
You don't get a free 10-foot move.
No, that's only when I start combat.
Start combat, not every round. Got it. Got it. Even though it felt like we just started combat, we're actually in round
did.
5. So game state. Okay, this Mindbinder is going to come rushing in up on. It's actually going to it's probably going to target the closest thing. That makes the sense for these little face huggers. So he's going to come and attack Grendel. Can any of you guys see down here? Probably not.
No.
Nah.
So I'm going to just do this kind of quickly. It actually lashes onto Grendel. He's like, I got one on my face.
Grendel's gonna dial.
Don't
not.
legs.
Didn't work the way I thought it was gonna. This dial is just its own word.
Then he's going to use his jaws. Oops, that was too high. Let me. Oh, that's still a hit. This motherfucker's getting chomped. And he has to go against the Garbled Thoughts attack. Oh, he's a priest with a plus 14 and he rolls a 2 and fails it. What a
He's a
terrible.
plus 14.
That's what it says for his
Yeah,
will
that's
save.
crazy.
Yeah. and he's now stupefied 1 for 1d4 rounds. 4 rounds? Fuck, bro. You fuck. He's like, my thoughts are all garbled.
I don't know what to do.
Tharby's there, and she's like, what should I do? I'm just an acolyte. I don't even know. Help! Finra! And she sees Finra as being attacked by another mind-binder over there. She's like, oh my fucking god, we need help over here! And she steps forward, and Grendel is right there, and she uses her heal spell. Double heal versus living. What do I roll the healing? 14. That thing's fucking
Whoa.
dope. I want to be a cleric so bad. Oh, you didn't damage that, bro. You healed it.
Being able to customize your heal spell is pretty cool too.
Yeah, this is so cool. Oh. So I'm gonna add clerics for every battle from now on. They're just fun.
I'm okay with that.
Self-insert. Yeah, Leora's here for good. That's how I used to play in like high school. I'd have a cleric in the group to heal everybody because no one wanted to play it. Okay, this Mindbinder's on Zetatrix, and it's just gonna lash out at you, Trixie. Tail for the throat. Get ready. 26.
Yeah, it's a fucking hit.
The monster becomes grabbed, or you become automatically grabs the target until the end of the monster's next turn.
I'm actually allergic to being grabbed too.
Oh shit! So that means you're gonna take extra damage.
Oh, shit.
That's rough.
Anybody bring Zeta's EpiPen?
I only brought a mound of shellfish. I didn't understand.
Oh shit, that's the exact opposite of an EpiPen.
Okay, so it hits
I
you.
knew there
So
was an
sorry, here's its
association.
damage. And then it's gonna attack you with its jaws. Oops, wrong one. $21 hit?
Yeah, it's only one hit.
Oh,
This first one, the amount of damage I take from the first attack.
14 was the amount of damage you took from the first attack. And then you're gonna take 11 from the jaws on your face. And you can do the DC 20 will save. Can you see that on the Mindbinder attack there?
No.
Mm-mm.
You
Oh,
have something that is question marked on there.
It does. So let me show it like I did before.
I can just click it. Click. You said will save.
Here. Boom.
Is it a saving throw?
That is a terrible, terrible roll. So now you can see that. So you can grab the Here, I'll put it on for you. You're stupefied, and I'll let you click the 1d4 rolls if you want. 4 rounds. 3 rounds.
Oof.
Bobby, where are you? Where the fuck are you?
He's down here with me.
Oh, you're all the way down here. Oh shit, that's why I'm confused. Okay, I'm trying to trigger effects up here that have no bearing because I can't see you.
So H21, what you observe is the
Yeah.
Mindbinder goes onto Trixie's face, and when she gets blasted by the garbled thoughts, she kind of gets numbed. And she's not like she's going to be able to act on her turn, but sort of more narratively, she's kind of um, something has she's her mind is being interrupted, and she seems a little bit confused. She's not fully confused. That's a different state, of course. But you can tell that something is suppressing her mental energy. For instance, since she's a caster, it's going to be hard for her to cast because that's what stupefied actually says here. You take a status
I just put a
penalty.
little monster looking next to us.
What's that? How's he looking?
Yeah, how's he look?
Yeah, it's got some. You can see where he's been injured by Trixie before, but he's now fully attached to her face.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep this going. It's Leora's round. How's she doing up here? She's been holding this guy against the wall. And I think that means she needs to kind of engage it. Actually, let me see if this is what she wants. Yeah, she's not exactly a fighter, so she's going to cast Sanctuary on herself.
Makes sense. Sanctuary's cool and
Good
has
Oh
spell.
wait, she can't do that because she's concentrating on haste, so she ain't gonna do that. She's gonna keep the haste on Gorham. That makes more sense. So instead she will. She's gonna leave you. Are you gonna let her walk through your space, Aloysius?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right. She's
Kind
gonna.
of do like a wall straddle kind of thing. You know what I mean? Get out of the way as much as I can.
She's gonna walk into a more defensive position. She doesn't want to be fighting at the front line. She's gonna look you all over. She can see that Landry's looking the most injured, and then she's gonna cast a heal on you, Landry.
Hey.
Now, how do I heighten it when I cast it? Do you guys know how to do that?
I do not.
Interesting.
Most of our shit is auto.
Yeah, you just designate it as heightened, and it just does it, right?
Yeah. Like all of my cantrips that can be +1 are auto +1. When it comes to my spells, if I put it in a higher level spell slot, then it's +1.
Oh, you have to put them in a higher level spell slot? Oh,
Yeah, it's just upcasting.
oh, I didn't even know you could do that. Okay. Boom. Okay, I lied. That was the wrong one. Here, this one. 18 on to Landry.
Ew. Awesome.
Clerics are cool. Gorham, you're up now.
Where's the thing I want to kill? I'm on a move. Hang on, hold up. I need to read haste. Let's read haste here. Hey, what additional action? Blah blah blah. And then haste. Strike and stride. Okay, cool. So I can use 2 actions to move here. Is this thing alive?
You're standing on the tree right now.
Yeah, I
You're
can
gonna have
fix
to
that.
go here. Yeah.
Is this thing alive though?
Oh yeah, yeah. That thing is still up and doing its
All right, well
business.
let's change that shit. Yeah, what it be like? What it be like though? Critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like it's a critical hit.
That's what the thing says.
That's what it says.
Is 36 damage enough to kill it?
What the fuck? Let me check.
Whoa.
Not quite, but you have chopped it like almost completely in half. It's like,
It's also now clumsy 1 and enfeebled 1 until the end of my next turn because I have a crushing dwarven war axe.
yes, I would say that it is definitely clumsy and enfeebled. So we'll throw those on there. And what was? Oh, that's just at the end. It says effect crushing. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you have more actions? Because
I do.
yeah, it's begging to be put out of its misery.
Request granted, except for not because I missed.
Okay, well, it will spray its acid blood on you because that's its basically only action that it can do.
Its only defense is to bleed on me.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, 30 fucking hits for sure.
And that will be 5 with not the persistent. Let me. How does the
I'm not.
persistent
I was
work?
gonna say I don't know how the persistent works.
Does it?
You can
Yeah.
add. You can add it like a status effect, drag and drop it.
I have
And
it
I'm
on
pretty
me, but
sure.
it should have worn off
That's what
on this
I'm trying to
turn.
figure out. When do you get to like wear off? What is.
Is which type of persistent damage is it? Is it poison?
Acid.
Acid? I think it's at the end of all your turns, and I think
Oh.
you can make a.
So it should have dropped off at the end of my last turn then.
Yeah, I think it'll automatically have because right now the marker is still on your turn,
Right, but
Right.
I already took a turn and I had persistent acid on me on that last turn.
and I didn't auto do it.
No. And I
Is
only
your
had one turn
over
of it.
right now?
It's about to be.
Switch to the next guy's turn and see what happens.
Okay. It's not up to me.
That's something for the GM to do.
Yeah, it didn't come off.
Oh, but you can click that roll recovery
Yeah,
check
roll
right there.
recovery check right there, which means that you may have
There?
needed to do that last time too.
Oh, whoops.
But this might have been the
Special-
first time it happened.
Huh. Okay, well, there we go.
Okay, well now we know, which is also why is Pathfinder so awesome. That
Ta-
we can just get that stuff automatically in there. That's so cool. I was about to ask
It's super
ChatGPT.
fucking helpful, especially for learning the fucking game.
Yeah, exactly.
I told my daughter she's not allowed to play D&D in this house.
Pathfinder only.
No D&D.
Pathfinder only.
I'm
Well,
serious.
not Pathfinder,
Devil's
but just
game.
not D&D.
I have my
You can
D&D
only
shirt
you can only
on,
play Morkborg in Anthony's house.
Yeah, only more allowed.
but I want to make sure everyone knows this is my Dungeons and Dragons TV show from the 1980s t-shirt.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Not
That's awesome.
Okay. And
Yeah,
that
since it's
was
from the 1980s, should I just, when you mention it, should I just be like, Hail Satan?
exactly, it's Satanic Panic for real.
Exactly.
All right. Dovrik is going to move through your guys' spaces. I'm sure you guys let him because he's motioning to try and help finish off this mind binder. So he's going to come over here. He's going to strike at it. He says, "My companions need our help. Let's go see how devastating the damage has been." Looks like he does kill this one off. And he will take some splashy
Kill
acid.
Steel Dog? What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
We don't need to worry about that in this.
I know. I'm just fucking around.
That looks like it's a miss. He manages to just dodge the acid spray. But he's used all his actions. It's also their turn because I didn't give them actual turns except for Tharby. So we'll let Grendel. What's he going to be able to do? He's got no aggressive action spells.
Do you have guidance?
He's a librarian, so he has silence. I thought that was hilarious. It's a spell he casts all the time.
It is
What
funny.
what a wonderful place to be.
He lives most of his life. Okay, he can't do shit. He's got a thing on his face. Does he have any actions? Yeah, okay, he'll strike. He's just trying to punch at this fucking thing. Get it off
Before it
my
lays eggs in
face.
his esophagus.
Yeah, and then it gets damaged, but he does too. Oh no. He's like, ah, it's bleeding on me.
I know you just hate it when they bleed on you.
Yeah, it's the grossest. Oh, that's a critical. Now he's persistent damage, acid splashing. It didn't work out for him. How do I get that on him?
Fix, you're not dead, are you? Right? You're not down?
What, me?
Yeah.
No, I have 7 HP.
Okay. So every time I hover over you, you look
Yeah, I'm pretty down.
Finra comes running over here and she's like, holy fuck, it's wild down there. They got whatever that guy's name was.
Oh no, they killed Name!
They killed No Name.
we killed that guy.
And oh, it's Mind Binder's turn. Which Mind Binder was this? Oh, this one. And it's gonna scurry up onto Tharby. Oh no, Tharby!
We'll miss him.
She's got the red hair, guys.
Oh, we'll miss her. Sorry. My bad.
Oh no. She's like, I'm only first level. I wasn't meant for this. And then he bites down the jaws on her face. Ah! Oh, she's gonna turn into a fucking alien.
Metal.
Ah, she died.
What?
She's being
I'm sorry, did you say
implanted.
she died?
Well,
Is she really?
she took lethal damage, so she's being implanted now.
Excellent.
Oh shit! These are
Uh,
actually facehuggers.
Oh, you guys didn't notice?
Yeah, I assumed. I was like, I ain't getting no eggs in my chest.
Trixie, you're up.
Good. Get this fucking thing off of me. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
that's the mission right here.
How much HP do you have left, by the way, before you start getting implanted?
He said he had
Sustain a
7.
spell. How do I do my flat check? D20, does this work? Hey, that's more than I needed. So I'm going to spell strike this motherfucker. I needed to charge it so that this is gonna be all of my actions.
Okay.
And hopefully I hit because I don't like him. I missed.
That was a miss. So, H21, you see Zedatrix, like, use all the concentration that she has in her, like, sort of stupefied state to try and channel out her attack, but she's just kind of too clumsy and she's not able to make contact. You think she's very close to succumbing to this beast.
I think she's an idiot.
Was that all your actions, Zedatrix?
Yep, all 3. 1 to get spell strike back and 1 to miss, or 2 to miss, I guess.
All right, Laundry, you are up. You don't really know what's going on in the rest of the library, but very broadly, you can hear like noise coming from over here. If you can zoom out, you might be able to see my.
okay.
And then also, you can hear your companions screaming kind of over like here.
I'll probably go where the screaming is. Or Angelo will go to where the screaming is.
All right.
Jumps over this 1, 2, 3. Mm, 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 mm. Not really far over there. Mm, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, wait, he doesn't have that much. It's 25 feet, which means I have to stop here.
Okay, that's all your
Yeah,
actions.
yeah, it's 3 movements.
But you could do one action with your shared action thing with him.
I think I can cast spells through him.
You can. Yes, you can
And
cast spells through him.
I will. Don't have anything. I will. Oh, I forgot about my new stuff. I'll use boost Eidolon. And
Damn, that's cool.
I guess that's my turn.
So now I think you can drag that spell effect onto Angelo and he will be boosted.
All right. You said drag.
See how it says spell effect boosted? Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha.
Awesome. Okay. Eidolon
Yep.
boosted. This Mindbinder dead. This one's dead. Aloysius, it is your go, my friend.
All right.
You saw Angelo kind of run down this way and head off towards where you heard your companions fighting, and then you could hear the like death cries of Tharby and the other guy down here.
Yeah. That scares me, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Aloysius
All
repositioning.
movement.
H21.
I'm gonna try to shoot this thing off of her freaking face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reload. I guess twice, and then shoot once. Yeah, reload twice, shoot once.
Okay. Look at that. Critical hit.
Crit.
Oh, thank
Boom.
God.
Boom. Shoots it right off your fucking face.
It's still alive, sadly.
It's alive still, 29 damage.
I know. And it's gonna spray its acid on her. Oh, why? Why?
Oh wait, critter.
Yep. Wait,
It's
that's not
Okay.
crit damage.
it's only 3 damage plus you get the persistent one.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm still up.
Wow.
How do you apply the persistent to me? Also, am I supposed to be stupefied too? Did I accidentally add one? Above that?
No, you shouldn't only be stupefied 1, and this would be your second round. It's 3, remember? But I will say that the Mindbinder releases you after being blasted so devastatingly by H21.
8. How do I apply that persistent?
I don't know. We got it there before. Here, do that. Did that one work?
There we go.
Yeah.
A bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. That was H21's turn, and he's
Mhm.
got 1 extra reload, so next time he can shoot twice.
Correct.
This Mindbinder. Oh, this is the one.
Oh,
Yeah?
I'll be able to just shoot twice and then reload twice.
Oh, you critted.
Or-
Oh
You
yeah,
should be
you got a
fully.
crit.
Yes, I
I'm
forgot.
full,
You're
so I
full.
can shoot twice and then reload once.
Yeah. Very true.
So,
Okay, so this Mindbinder is still on Grendel, and he's going to use his. What is it? Constrict? Grendel gets a. He saves, so he takes only a little bit of damage. He's trying to stay alive over here. But the Mindbinder is going to strike him with his mind binding jaws again, trying to drain his mind. Hits with a 27, 14 damage. It's not looking good. Grendel is gotta face the stupefaction, the garbled thoughts again. And he gets a critical success. And I'm gonna say that even cures him of his old stupefaction. So he's back in this at least for a round. And where's the other Mindbinder? This is the one. Oh, this is the one on Zetatrix. I just got blasted off Zetatrix. It's actually going to run into the darkness of the library for now. Where it's going to go
Why this
heal up.
library is so dark.
And it's Leora's go. Where are you, madam? She's out here trying to heal. She's gonna come over here and do another heal. Just let me cast so many spells as I want. Stop pretending I'm not the DM. Jeez. This is on Gorham. 22.
Nah.
Good dwarf. And it's your
Select
go.
token. Heal. Hell yeah. I have health again. I will go! And fuck you, video game. Let me do what I want. 3, 4. That's all my moves! That's all of them.
All right.
Use 4 moves.
Oh, that's your persistent damage. You
I
can
know, I
roll.
have aced.
Yeah.
Yay!
Success!
No more acid!
Dovrik comes running down to save his friend Grendel. And he's like, hold on, my old friend. I'll be there. Oh, what has happened to
How are you?
Tharby?
Tharby.
She looks dead.
Poor Tharby. No!
Tharby, no!
Justice for Tharby.
Where's this Mindbinder? Oh, this is the one on Tharby, just sucking brains over here. Nom nom nom. No turn. Zetatrix.
It's my turn already? Well, to the surprise of no one, I'm gonna drink a potion.
Okay. Guzzle de guzzle.
I still don't feel safe.
They hit hard.
You shouldn't.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I can't see shit.
Oh yeah, you're the one who can't see. Most of the library has some light somewhere, but it's not fully lit because these folks don't need it fully lit.
Signal. I'm gonna chill the fuck right here, and I'm gonna cast light on myself.
Okay. I like the conservative strategy because these are aliens. Don't charge into the dark against
Aliens,
the
I almost just killed them too.
aliens. Yeah.
This
Alright.
is actually on me,
Got it.
not the other version where it's floating somewhere.
Okay. Is that full actions? That's 2. Yep. Okay. This Mindbinder. You can't be fast healing when you dead, bro. So stop pretending like you can. Landry. You're up.
Oh, right. I
So
realized.
far in the moral compass check, all of you fled to where your companions were, and none of you went to go save the poor NPCs that are dying on the other side.
Yeah,
Well,
that's bad.
It shouldn't have like made the mistake of being NPCs.
they should
It's-
also
it's
probably think
true.
about being Alionans, and then maybe I'd extend my help to them.
Wow.
Damn, we getting political.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
We can welcome them into the fold.
I'm saying this to kind of taunt Jeremy to be like, are you gonna be morally
I'm-
corrupt like the rest of the PCs?
How are we morally corrupt for wanting to help our friends?
Only
In our
PC
country.
love. You guys only like PCs? There's only 5 of you. Are you gonna?
We don't know the people who are dying in the other room.
It's true.
We've met them for less than a day.
It's true.
Doesn't smell bad.
They have full names though. Okay, Tharby Cinderlap. Come on, she
They
had red
had
hair.
full names. Had. Past tense.
She's not that. She's not dead. Dead. Yeah, she's just being implanted
Yet.
by mind binder eggs.
Am I allowed to ping the Mindbinder tokens? Would we know, or that's cheating?
Where they are, like
Yeah.
you don't know where the mind binders are, but you know all your companions ran down here where you sent your tiger, and you know that there are mind binders apparently eating dwarves over here.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like the Mindbinder here is dead.
It ran away.
Yeah.
So I guess the hunt goes on. 1, 2. What's that?
Rare.
I used all 3 actions to move.
Maybe a mind binder will get on Angelo and we'll
I
get
think that's
Alien
all I can
3.
do.
Was that 3
Uh,
actions? That's gotta be 2 actions, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, I didn't move very far, huh? Well,
And doesn't he have his
yeah.
cool like cat charge thing?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the charge. We'll do that. Um, we'll do the charge. Beast. Oh, that's 2 actions to do the beast charge though. If I move twice beforehand. Well, it's part of the. Okay.
No, as it you get a stride, don't you?
Ah, you know, using momentum and increase the power of your attack. Oh, okay. So it's like I'm putting my movement and my attack into 1. So I
Yeah.
would do that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's do that. Power of attack, your line strides twice and then strikes if the line moved at least 20 feet from a starting position. Oh, it didn't move 20 feet.
Yeah. So boom.
Or
So you
I
get
was
a
thinking,
+1 on your attack roll.
all right, we'll do it. Let's attack. So primary and we get +2 status for the thing. Oh, well, let me click beast charge on. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. I can save 2 here, right? Okay. All right. And then I will click the thing. I want to make sure I do this right. Select the target and then roll. Huh, didn't target it.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
No.
Oh wait,
You
did
know,
you do your
he had a,
+1? You did. You did.
yeah. I got all the pluses. That took
Oh,
me a while to figure that out. Shoot. Well, that's that. Sometimes you just
Aloysius.
you're just hanging out.
Sometimes you're just hanging out.
Pistol.
That's what I feel like I'm doing. All right. So
With fellow spellcaster.
what even is happening here?
We need to
I
go
think someone's
down.
aloe just got ished.
We're trying to get like in here somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the other people were way
And
over
over
here.
here.
Okay. 20, 25. 10, 15, 25, 5, 10, 20, 25. That's all I got.
Okay. Age 21.
Okay. Well, looks like I'm just gonna have to move my full complement of movement. So I'm gonna do here 1. Ah. Ah. Can I shoot that?
No.
No.
Yeah, you can see it because I just drew one thin wall between the stacks there, so you can see the stacks, but it's fully behind the stacks.
What about that? No.
It would have cover, I would say, but yeah.
Uh. Well, instead of that, I'm going to drink a lesser healing potion for my third action. And then end my turn.
Okay. This might be the end of the battle here in a second. Let me see here. Oh, Shart. That's
Damn, your
a
cat are.
yeah, that's a critical. Critical. Yeah, he goes down. So he tried to stay. Okay, so what I'm going to say here is that I'm going to drop us out of initiative, but all of you guys are basically still engaged as. Oh wait, this one mindbinder is still alive. I'm going to say that Angelo takes him out. But as you guys basically disengage and come around the corner to find Dovrik standing over both Grindel and Tharby, both of them are fully succumbed and have basically a face hugger mindbinder attached to their face. And Finra has also come over. You guys, if you want, can come all walk over here. She says, "Oh no, it's the worst we could fear. They've already been implanted." And Dovrik looks at her and she says, "There's got to be some way we can get these foul things detached from them." And she says, "No, I'm sorry, Dovrik, but these are mind binders. You must remember your teachings. They're proteans, from the plane of chaos. They follow in the wake of great torment and turmoil, and they often come and infect libraries like these to spread their foul words. Unfortunately, somehow we had let them get in on top of us and infest this library, but now it is Tharby and Grindel who will pay the price. You see, once they've been implanted, there's nothing that can save them. In a few days, these are going to turn into the most foul of creatures. And once these creatures are loose, it could mean the end of all Tarnhold. I think there's only one thing we can do, Dovrik. We must unfortunately incinerate these bodies before they hatch. Dovrik seems very emotionally upset about this, but after a few minutes of sort of grappling with his emotions, he accepts what Finra's proclamation is, and you see him sort of gently lifting up Tharby and taking her towards taking her towards the exit of the building where he can take her somewhere where they can incinerate her,
Jeez.
as well as Grindel. The other paladin. She also comes by. Her name is not Dovrik too, but apparently that's what it says by right here.
Dovrik and Dovrik too.
Dovrik and Dovrik too. She carries Grindel out as well, and you also get sort of a debriefing, kind of a little bit from Leora, and she says, "Well, I've never actually encountered these creatures before, but I have heard of them in my studies. Brock too treats the Protean race as enemies to his creations. When the Proteans come to any type of industrialized society, it is very likely that all the industry will be upset. You can see even their toxic blood has this acidic taste that will burn through anything, and usually when there is such a combat as this, there is much loss as a result. So in my following, the Proteans are definitely considered to be a foul, wouldn't even call them a species, for they are birthed out of the chaotic magic of the plane of chaos."
Bruce. Okay.
I think that Zeta is a bit shaken And she's like, "Oh, this shit almost happened to me."
Yeah, you almost had to be incinerated. You were
Yeah.
literally close to being incinerated. Um, I did not think that I was going to be murdering you,
I would have
but
had to shoot you in
You
the
just
head.
rolled so high.
I'm having this like existential crisis right now where I'm like, I'm about to throw you guys against aliens who are going to murder your fucking ass, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't.
Oh, let's do it. Let's die.
Well, there's only one recourse.
I'm
Level
bored.
set.
I'm bored of this character anyway. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
Anthony was like,
Level
maybe I'll die. And I'm like, maybe you will.
I found the swamp song. Al is ready to die.
But you guys are actually you guys survived this one. You didn't so you might be pretty shaken, but you kind of know a little bit about what you're up against now. Um there are some creatures of chaos that are trying to stop you from getting these clues and getting to where you're trying to get to Sesame Chenin.
It's strange.
Why they're doing that or what that's all about, you're not really sure. But there's something also this infestation in the library feels new, at least based on what you hear from the comments of the remaining living priests and champions,
Yeah.
that they regularly do because protecting the information in the library is so important to them, as that's sort of part of what their calling is. They regularly do sort of passes through the library to make sure they haven't been infested by these mind binders, which are a specific kind of proteon.
Can we ask them when the last time they did a sweep was?
Yes. They said they do it monthly, and the last one was 3 weeks ago. Their sweep was due to arrive soon.
Ah. So there was like almost a 30 full days of time
That someone
to
could have,
set this up.
yeah. And just to really, you know, I'm not trying to plant this particular link, but when you guys came into the library today, there was Shazia Alzazia outside
Mm-hmm.
playing her songs, warning you about things not being what they would seem, and watch out for the secrets and things you don't know.
Yeah.
So you at least have some hints that there are agents of Zaz out there doing Zazzy things. And Zaz, remember, being the god of anarchy.
Mm-hmm. Who's been showing up randomly.
Randomly, as you do when you're the god of anarchy.
Yeah.
You don't show up on
Why
time.
would the followers of the god of anarchy want to block this information of Sesame Chenin from people that they had to know that they sweep it every 30 days. So like, man, it's almost like they don't want us and they know who we are.
Smoking too many Zaz cigarettes.
Well. Yeah.
All right. Well, after the dust settles a little bit and the acid stops burning through various things, you guys take a little bit of a stock of your, what clues you were able to gather, and maybe I'll zip through a little bit more of you guys spending a couple hours, looking at the stacks to try and find more clues, and I will bring you into a couple of pieces of information that you were able to gather. So, last week, when we first entered the library, a few clues had begun to be gathered. One of them was a map. Oh, did I load this one in here? No. Did I even save it? Of course not. Okay, give me 1 second while I go find a cool map. So yeah, one of them is a map of what you suspect might be the city of Seshmu-Chenin, or at least part of the city of Seshmu-Chenin. And you also found this book. So Landry had found a book by, no, that's the Hymns of Pachydon. That's the one that you found, Aloysius. But The Fall of Pachydon by Fury and Darkmorrow was also found by Landry. And Landry, you spent some time reading it. Where's that damn map I made? That's not it. And let me give you a passage that you found that seems like it would be helpful. So, again, more broadly, because you've been reading it, it is a book about the end of the Pachydon Empire, and there are a couple different chapters that, or parts, if you will, that are one's about the fall of Roja, one's about the fall of Kenu, I can't remember what that one is, and the last one was the fall of Seshmu-Chenin. So you spend a lot of time kind of reading about that one. And here's a passage. It says, "In the waning days of the Pachydon Empire, as its once great dominion over the Pachyderm sands crumbled beneath the weight of the barbarian incursions, Seshmu-Chenin became both sanctuary and battleground. The Leonin warbounds roared across the dunes, their golden manes lit like flame against the twilight of the Pachydon's glory. Tabaxi hunters prowled at its outskirts, their agile forms outpacing even the swiftest of Pachydon messengers. Humans, halflings, and gnolls, bound by little more than shared desperation, raided the caravan routes that once wove prosperity into the Emperor's veins. In their desperation, the city's leaders turned to the priests of Brock for salvation. It is said that under a darkened sky of a solar eclipse, they performed the rite of shifting foundations. With Brock's blessing, they commanded the sands to rise up and envelop the city, entombing it and its citizens safely beneath the desert's shifting embrace. This act, they believed, would preserve Seshmu-Chenin's glory and protect its treasures from the barbarian horde. Today, the ruins of Seshmu-Chenin lie beneath the sands, its secrets half remembered in lore and legend. Was it hubris, desperation, or divine punishment that led to its eventual fall? The answers, like the city themselves, remain buried, waiting for those who might find these answers to uncover them."
Well, damn.
Interesting.
Dude,
That
this is a
sounds
whole
cool.
ass city. Basically a tomb.
Exactly. At least that's what this story says. And you have to take this with a little bit of a grain of salt. This is a historian, a dwarven historian, writing this after the fact, right? So there's definitely some interpretation here. Okay.
Yeah.
And I got my map here. Let me export it
Awesome.
and then import it, because those are two important steps, guys.
My headset's nice.
And let me make a new journal entry. We're going to call it Seshmu
Chenin.
Chenin. Create new journal entry, add a page, map, image, create new page, go find the damn image. Maps, Seshmu-Chenin complex, open. Show to players. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
So this is a map that I also based off of an actual map of some ancient Egyptian city. I can't remember which city it was now. But I love basing a lot of my dungeons stuff based on some of the archaeological stuff. So I went and looked up this ancient Egyptian city that had a palace and temples and all this cool stuff in it. And here you go. Now, this map was actually found by Zedatrix, I think, when she was looking for smut novels. And she did find a smut novel. it was Pachydon smut, and she did not really like it, but she did read a whole chapter before she put it away. But yeah, she found this book of maps, and this map was one of them. The unfortunate thing about this map is it's unlabeled,
Uh-huh.
so you are fairly confident that it is the complex of Sesame Chenin, but you don't know what you're looking at necessarily. You can probably use some logic to put some things together, but
Thing on the left is probably the temple.
yeah, there are a few different places here that look temple-ish, right?
Uh-huh.
And so you're not other things, yeah, you're not sure. So at least you've got an idea of what the layout of the place might look like, and you guys can use this. I'm going to make another map, which is the actual dungeon that will have most of this stuff laid out. Um, Still has not been completed, unfortunately. Let me see. Let's go to something else in my notes. So what else do you guys find when you're looking for clues? So one of the main clues that you were here for was the Scroll of Brock's Favor, which
Mhm.
was held in the sacred area. And that was hinted at by this tablet that Leora had found a long time ago and that you had helped her decipher, which was it spoke of this uh, trip, that sort of a pilgrimage, if you will, that the king of Tarnhold took a long time ago, thousands of years ago, to meet the Empress Massica at Seshmi Chenin. And there's lots of description in there of the rituals that were cast. And so she was looking for some of those rituals. She found 3 rituals. One is called the Ritual of the Starforged Path, which will allow her to create sort of a relic that will serve as a compass that will allow you to navigate using the constellations in the sky to find the city of Seshmi Chenin. The second is called the Bridge of the Forge Father, which is needed in the travels. There is a vast desert canyon that you need to pass over, and this ritual will allow you to create a bridge to pass over it. And then she found a third, well, it's not really a ritual so much as it is just some spells that are used to help to dissuade the sandworms that are very common or popular, or they thrive around Seshmi Chenin, to try and dissuade them from attacking you so that you can safely travel there. So she did get her hand on these different rituals and spells, so she's happy about that. But one of you, we'll say Gorham, was searching in the stacks, and he found a historical account of this actual trip from Tarnhold to Seshmi Chenin. It's called The Chronicles of the Golden Pack. It's a pretty big, well-preserved tome. It's sort of bound in sort of well-worn desert leather. But it has some golden runes that depicted both Masika's sort of empress heraldry, if you will. Hers is more like a hieroglyph, as well as Dernier Sandforge, who was the king at the time, his royal insignia. That's what drew your eyes to it. And in it, there is a short account of the actual trip. It says, in the seventh year of reign of Empress Massica, under the blessed guidance of Brock, Durinir Sandforge, warden of Tarnhold, journeyed to the heart of the Pachyderm Sands, it should say, to meet the Empress. His convoy rested 3 nights at the oasis of Searing Springs, where cool waters soothed weary limbs and accord was begun. On the 16th day, they braved the dry bones of the ancient river canyon, its jagged cliffs, a testament to eons. At midday on the 20th day, they crested the peak of Dune themselves. Dune is the titan of the desert. So this is probably a reference to a very large dune that they found. As the days stretched long and the sun's gaze grew harsh, they faced the ravenous dread of the desert, the sandworms whose massive forms were stilled only by the wards of Brock's favor. After 28 days of trial and toil, Durnir stood before the golden gates of Seshmu-Chenin, where his words and works forged bonds eternal, binding Tarnhold and Pachydon in steadfast unity. So this particular clue gives you a little bit of an idea of what you might be able to expect on your journey if you are following the same path. It made mention of an oasis that can be found about a week out. The rocky canyon bed says they encountered it, and after 16 days, there's this massive dune they mentioned, as well as battles with sandworms as they approach.
Yeah, the sandworms. Not looking forward to that.
Are you sure you're not looking forward to that? Because that sounds really cool.
It does sound pretty cool.
It is cool.
Of course, we're not going to dissuade them from attacking. Spoilers! It would not be fun. Oh, the spell worked. The sandworms
wow.
never attacked.
You don't have to fight those guys anymore.
Yeah, good thing. We are so good at this game.
We beat it. We beat Pathfinder.
Yeah, we beat Pathfinder. We're the winners. That's how I used to play when I was like 7.
Pathfinder.
I'm level 45 and I'm a god. And look at all my treasure.
Honestly, it's a fun way to play, though, isn't it?
It is so fun. Why do you think I became the DM and never stopped playing
We all
that
like
way?
to be gods with treasure.
Okay, but there is one more thing that I think, one more key clue I want to bring in here, and that was that age 21, you were trying to engage with the spore matrix and learn some living memories. And to do that, when you did that, when you engaged, there was already a mind binder in there fucking shit up. Well, you guys dispatched that mind binder, so the living memories are now free for you to network with. And I'm going to skip over a bunch of useless checks that aren't going to do anything. We'll say that you managed to stabilize your connection. You're able to access those memories. And yeah, so you're sort of washed over by the spores, and you find yourself sort of in harmony with the spore matrix, if you want to call it that. You can really feel all these different memories, but you are drawn into this shared memory of a ancient Myconid wanderer.
Hello, I'm back.
Oh, I didn't know you were gone. I'm sorry.
My PC just shut off.
Oh, my bad. I should have
That's
noticed
good.
and not just kept narrating.
It was very dramatic.
Okay. So you're connected to the spore matrix, and you're being drawn into this memory of this Myconid wanderer. And you find yourself in a bustling central plaza of Seshmu-Chenin. You kind of know that it is Seshmu-Chenin not because of your own personal memories as age 21, but because you are embodying this individual who has nothing but confidence that it is Seshmu-Chenin. They are here, of course, in Seshmu-Chenin. They know where they are, right? They're localized.
That's where we're at.
You feel that you're in, and you know that you're in the central plaza, and while you are embodying this Myconid, you are still able to access your own memories. And you remember very recently looking at that map. So I don't know if I've got that map still up, but let me bring it back up in case
Oh no, I don't have it up still.
Where did I put that one? Seshmu-Chenin. How do I do that? Show players again. Okay. So you're standing somewhere near on the left-hand side here, the big temple on the left-hand side. That one, you are now confident just from embodying this memory that you feel like this is the Temple of Brock, also known as the Anvil of Brock, which is one of the
left-hand side one.
Yeah, the most sacred ones. The one on the far right-hand side, you're not really sure what it is, because you're not standing near that right now, and maybe as a Myconid, you hadn't visited that temple yet.
Yeah, been there yet.
But the other one on the bottom side here, that is actually Masika's palace. She was the empress. And within there is a temple. That smaller building is the Temple of Horus. That's her own personal Temple of Horus that she worships at. And you know about that partly because you were welcomed by the Empress as a member of the Myconids. You're sort of an emissary, and so you had spent time over there. In fact, you also know that that's where the living quarters are assigned to a lot of the diplomats. So you see all those buildings kind of more to the right hand side of the palace.
Uh-huh.
You're probably occupying one of those buildings as a Myconid. But at the moment, you're out in this central area, which is between the palace and the Temple of Brock. And there's something really interesting that you see down to the south of you. You see this little fortification that I have there. That's just sort of my representation
Yeah.
of what is, as a modern human being, you would recognize as a train station.
Oh.
But as a H21 and as a Myconid, you see it as some kind of mystical, magical technology of some kind. You see a long wagon train is your best description of it, right? Like it's a bunch of wagons all tied together, although they seem to be built out of wood or stone or metal. You're not really sure. And there are Pachydon loading things on board. There are also handfuls of Ankhamut walking around, sort of guarding. But there are yeah, Pachydon loading crates and such on board, so that it looks like it's intended to carry freight somewhere. But as a Myconid, you're not super interested in that. It does seem alien and cool to you, but for some reason it also seems familiar, like you had heard of it before, and you knew
Yeah.
that there were these things going around. Um, so you're mostly, as a Myconid here, just kind of enjoying your experience of this foreign and alien city, because it's certainly alien to you. You come from Tarnhold. And there are lots of folks around you, but they're mostly Pachydon. This is in a period of time where mostly the old races or the old species, the ones that are long lived and have been here since the age of elves, like the Pachydons, have a real established civilization. Even the Myconid civilization has just started to become, in comparison. So there are not a lot of other peoples here. There are elves, there are dwarves, there are Pachydons, and a few other smattering of different peoples, but it is still bustling. There's lots of food out being cooked. You smell incense and spice and flatbreads. There are merchants about. You see some of the ancient trade stuff of sesame chenin, golden jewelry, alabaster statues, bolts of linen. And then
Yeah.
there are also laborers hauling amphorae, which are those sort of ancient Egyptian jugs. If you play Baldur's Gate, they're all over the place.
Yep,
Um,
they are.
yeah, but they're filling them up
Gnostic
with
jars.
water and using them to pour into these grand fountains that are public fountains for the people to use. And you're just sort of watching. A few people look at you because you kind of are an alien standing out to them.
Yeah.
But you're kind of unfazed by that. You're mostly just looking at some of the facades that are carved into the Anvil of Brock, which are just beautiful workmanship. Lots of hieroglyphs. There are, of course, a lot of obelisks, which are part of the Pachydon sort of architecture. So you're just admiring them and looking at what you can see. You recognize that this is, as I already mentioned, the Anvil of Brock. But amid the cacophony, you have your attention drawn by two figures that are kind of meeting near where you're just standing and taking in the space, but they seem to kind of being ignoring your presence. And you can see that they're engaged in something that looks a little bit suspicious and it piques your interests. They're two Pachydons, and they're having a hushed conversation, and maybe that's what draws your attention. Is they seem to be speaking a little bit hushed to not be overheard, but you can pick them up quite easily, partly because they are standing within your spore field, so you're picking up on some of their mental energy as well. And one of them you recognize, well, you don't recognize, but you can see that they are draped in gold hemmed robes, which are the robes that the priests of Brock that have been walking in and out of the Anvil of Brock have been wearing. And you do notice as you start to inspect that there are symbols of Brock on his clothes. The other, she's in wearing deep crimson, and she clutches a pouch of coins. Well, appears to be coins. It clinks a little bit as she hands them over. And the first priest, the male priest of Brock, says, "You understand what you ask. To desecrate the sanctum of the Anvil of Brock is to defy the very will of Brock." And the cloaked figure responds, her tone sort of smooth and insidious. She says, "Defy? No, no. Preserve, yes, yes. Daz only seeks the knowledge within. Knowledge your so-called sanctity would let decay in silence. Here, this is but a fraction of what I offer for your cooperation." The priest, he hesitates, his eyes kind of looking at the heavy girth of the pouch, and you catch only sort of fragments of his murmured reply, but he does grab the money up, and the cloaked crimson figure, she kind of grins as she slips away back into the shadows of the alley. And at that point, the vision kind of
Okay.
fades a little bit, and what you are left with is both a sense of what maybe was going on at Sesame Chenin at the time, and a little bit better knowledge of the layout of this map area that you had found in the books.
Yeah, that is
Interesting.
definitely better.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, now as you're feeling the memory fade, you are sort of naturally drawn to
I
maybe.
should just put it right here.
What's that? Sorry, was that not?
Sorry.
Nope, nope.
Yep,
Okay.
my bad.
Yeah. As the connection is fading, it doesn't fade away completely as you would think it would be natural. And curious, you seek out with your mind for a moment, and you can feel the presence of others in your mind. And you focus on this feeling. It's a feeling that's kind of familiar that you feel almost all the time, but here in the spore matrix, it is something that you can focus on a little bit better and maybe bring more into your conscious awareness. And so you focus on this feeling, and you find yourself kind of materializing into a physical space, but it's not a physical space. Of course, you know it's in your mind. It's just a representation of a physical space, but it is an alleyway. In fact, it's an alleyway that you're very familiar with because you shared a memory of it just last day with the Myconids when you shared a memory of your awakening in the alleyway behind Spores and Pores and your first meeting with your companions. You're in that very same alleyway behind Spores and Pores. And you're actually it's kind of crowded in this alleyway almost. There's lots of people in here. And as you look around, many of the people kind of appear to be folks you don't know who they are. They feel familiar to you, but you've never met them. But standing right in front of you are a few folks that you do recognize. Right in front of you is the happy smile of Isolde. And
yeah.
beside her or behind her is Alaric, and he's standing with his mane sort of flowing. One thing you notice is that she's got a big smile on her face. He does too. His mane is flowing regally. You know that he often has it a little bit unkempt these days. It's hard for him to keep his stuff all together. So you are seeing him in a form that you have not seen him naturally. You also see Tef, the half-elf warlock that you met at in Lucius's place, who was at the time an undead ghoul who kind of smelled bad and was
Yeah.
an awful sort of
Yeah. I didn't like him.
yeah, he was kind of just this greasy servant
left
of
him there.
Lucius. You left him. You didn't even let him out of his cage.
No, dude.
But
Right there.
he's looking also lively. He's not dead in this vision. He also seems, he doesn't seem to be smiling. He's got maybe more of a mischievous grin on his face. But all of them seem full of vigor. And you can tell that what you've done is you've kind of reached into your mind and you're having an experience with some of the different pieces of your mind. And Isolde speaks out to you and she says, H21, you are one of us. Not by choice, but by cruel design. You carry with you our pain, and we carry yours. But together, I think we can find a way to end this. And a loud laugh echoes out from a little bit down the alleyway, and a broad shouldered bugbear kind of forces his way through. And he's got a grease stained apron on, and he's wiping his hands on a rag, and he says, "Ha ha! And here I thought I was just a cook. Turns out I'm part of a damn soul experiment. Ain't that a recipe for disaster? Well, don't you worry, Tin Can. I'll be sticking around. You'll need my spice in the mix." He gives you a good old pat on the shoulder.
I am unsure if I can consume food.
Oh, well, if you can, you'll love what I'll cook up for you. A couple other fragments chuckle along. Alaric steps up next to him and he says, H21, you know, as a fellow knight, justice must be served. We must hunt this Lucius down and demand that he sets things right. And Kef sort of steps forward and interrupts this. And what, noble Alaric? If he restores us, H21 unravels. Is that the justice that you seek? And a silence kind of settles over the crowd as they all kind of realize there's a bit of an either or option on the table. If their suffering is fixed, then you cease to be. But if you continue on, then they, at least some of them, live on without the fragments of their soul. But it's Isolde that breaks the silence, and she says, there must be another way. Lucius is just a mortal. He manipulates the soul, but he does not command it. He's just playing at God. And from behind her, a new voice speaks up, and a wizened dwarf in priestly robes, holding a symbol of Brock, steps forward. And you can kind of feel this is a new person. I didn't mention for the bugbear, his name was Grum, but this one you can sense his name is Aaron Stonemend. And he says, souls are the domain of gods. Only they can weave the strands of fate without tearing the tapestry. If you seek to save all of us, we must find someone who speaks for the divine. I would say find someone who worships Brock, for that is who I have communion with. But any others who understand the balance of life and the secrets of the soul, they might be able to help you, my friend, and help us all. Do you have any message you want to share with your mental fragments?
Yeah, I do. So are they able to see what I'm doing currently or no?
You get a sense that they are you and you are them. You're in a meditation, but you feel that their parts of them have been used to create you,
Yeah.
and you are somehow, because of this spore matrix, having some kind of encounter with them, their true spirits.
Yeah.
And you guys have kind of collectively thought, well, how can we fix what has been done to us, basically? And, Alaric's like,
Yeah.
let's go fuck up Lucius. Some of them kind of want
That makes
vengeance,
sense.
but some
So,
of them are
okay.
like, if you really want to fix it, you might need to find help from the
Yeah.
gods.
So I'm the one in control.
Yeah.
So I'll just I'll put a piece to the room basically in our brain.
Okay.
Just say, we are currently after certain strands of Lucius's handiwork, and anywhere he goes is a chance to learn more. I can keep an eye out for someone attached to the gods and use them to help us, but I feel like our current trajectory is our best point to learn more or beat Lucius up, like you said.
you can feel and you can hear because there's also a sort of a small like cacophony of agreement from the spirits in your body. And when they do come into agreement with you, you start to realize that again, you are them and they are you. So when you came to that decision, they were coming to that decision as well. It was all a kind of a collective effort. And you realize that in some sense, even though you are speaking to them, their different parts, you're just speaking to yourself. And so that when you make this decision, they all are in agreement with you and they think that you've chosen the right path and they think that, they want to share their support to you maybe vocally in a way that they have not been able to do before, and they accept your sharing of that back.
Mhm.
And your vision kind of fades, and the spore matrix sort of releases
Huh.
you, and you're back into the library with your peers.
Perfect. That was actually really good. Nice chance to talk to everybody all at once.
Yeah. I couldn't not take the opportunity when you were connected to a spore matrix to not have a fun thing like that. So
That's awesome.
I just
Okay.
got like the perfect moment for that.
yeah. Okay, anyone want to say anything about the clues you've picked up, questions, things you might want to, gaps you want to fill in?
Yeah,
Very
can
up
I
to
read
you.
my book?
Oh yeah, you can read your book. You're like, fuck the main plot.
Yeah, what's the deal with my side quest, bro?
Okay, side quests. Um, okay, so you go, everyone else is researching their, the main plot, and you're nestled away in a corner trying to read your the divine hymns of Pachydon, without raising suspicion that you're not on task, especially since Leora already caught you off task earlier when you found the book.
Not my mom, dude.
Yeah.
I want to read. I want to read what I want to read.
Yeah,
You know.
I read what I want. So you're reading, you're flipping through, you're trying to find. There's lots of cool hymns in here. In fact, you get some inspiration for some new tunes, but you can't find the hymn of eternal sense. But what you do find is an actual passage about the hymn of eternal sense. I think it's going to have one verse too, but I haven't wrote it, so maybe we'll think about that. But here's the passage. It says, "The hymn of eternal sands is whispered to be one of the most sacred of all melodies. It is said to have been sung first by Corliss, the harmonious one herself. Legend claims that when Corliss sang the hymn under the light of the full moon Luna, the winds ceased, the sands stilled, and the very stars bent to listen. Those who heard the divine voice that day were granted the gift of immortality, their spirits woven into the eternal tapestry of existence. Though mortals cannot replicate the celestial resonance of Corliss's voice, the hymn, when sung by faithful priests, still held remarkable power. It is written that the song could mend grievous wounds, calm the wildest tempests, and even restore vigor to the dying. The priests of Corliss guarded the sacred melody, performed the hymn only in the holiest of rituals, fearing its misuse. When the temple of Corliss in Aliona fell to the ravages of the rebellion and to time, many believed the hymn was lost forever. Yet, whispers persist that in the ruined temples of Rojut, Seshmuchenin, or Neferkenu, there might remain fragments of the old melody and its divine secrets.
Mm,
Now, do a bardic lore for me.
yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Good idea. I can do that. This map is cool. All right. Let me see. Bardic lore. I won't do the public. I'll do that blind roll.
Nice. Okay. Here's another question. Do you I know we did this yesterday or last Landry, but are you a prepared caster? What kind of caster are you? Can you learn new
He's an
spells?
innate.
I
He's
am an
an
innate caster. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yep. I'm
So
an
he
innate caster.
knows spells,
Yep.
and you
I
can
have a
just
big list of
cast them
spells.
into your
I can
slot.
use each of them once. Yeah, basically once or twice, depending on which one they are. Yeah.
Okay, so do you know heal?
I know soothe. No, I don't know heal.
You can add heal to your known spells list
Ooh, boy, here we
Nice.
go. All right,
because
that's
Wow,
what
that's
I'm
awesome.
looking for.
you have learned one verse of this hymn, and it basically, because you only know this one verse, it only serves as a heal spell, and that's what's been preserved in this book because the rest is too sacred. But also from your bardic lore knowledge, you're reading here where to say the priests of Corliss, the guardians of the sacred melody, only perform it in holy rituals. This is about them hiding away this secret, right? Well, in ancient Pakidon, in the temples, we can even see it in this map if you guys still got it on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
that the actual temple buildings themselves, the sort of smaller ones within the larger temple complex, that is the sacred temple where the priests are only allowed to go. No one else is allowed to go there. So, if one of these temples is the Temple of Corliss, well, it probably is, huh? We're playing a game. One of those temple places is probably where you could find this hymn if
Yeah.
if you can find it anywhere. Now,
What level is heal? What's that
it should
spell
be
called
level one
specifically?
because you can heighten it. It's basically like the basic heal spell that turns into all the higher level heal spells when you just cast it at higher levels.
Is it called heal?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can see it on my list for some reason.
The cool thing about heal
It might not be on
is
your
that
list.
it changes with how many actions that
Yeah.
you spend to cast it. So if I remember right,
Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, so
the
I can still
basic
yeah.
one is just a small touch heal, and then if you spend 2 actions, it's a range, and if you spend 3 actions, it's AOE.
Yeah, and exactly. And I looked at the AoE one, but I think that that literally heals everything in the AoE.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
it
you
does.
have to have a skill to not
So
heal
you're
enemies.
saying I can heal this? I can learn this even though it's not a cult.
yes,
Cool.
because you have learned this sacred hymn, which is a song, right?
Fuck yeah.
And so I'm just gonna say, as a bard, you can access that now.
Thermal somatic. Oh, okay. 30-foot emanation.
Exactly. So anyone within 30 feet of
Oh,
you
I
would be.
see. So the different casting types should cost different rounds. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So somatic costs 1 action, then 2 for verbal and somatic, and then 3 for material, somatic, and verbal. Okay, I see.
Okay. Here is
Cool.
I just want to throw this out because sometimes these things are so long in between. Does that does that fragment sound like anything to anyone? It's been years, I know.
Does it sound like? What do you mean? What the
The
fragment of
power,
the power that I just gained?
the granting of immortality by anyone who heard the divine voice.
I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound familiar to me now.
Okay. Well, let
The
me.
Phoenix Warrior was kind of
That's too many
sort of.
campaigns back, but you're on the right.
Yeah.
You're on
Yeah,
the
no, I
right
don't
track
remember.
here. Let me
Fucking
see if I
Phoenix.
can
That's
find it.
a Phoenix Warrior shit. That's a deep pull.
Yeah. Um. Here we go. Do you guys remember when you were in Earshore
Yeah.
and you went to a performance of Myrick the Beautiful?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
She
god.
she sang a song.
I wrote that, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, I probably gave you the like I think I gave you what the story was about and then you wrote it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was about how she had heard a song sung by Corliss
He followed it into like the woods and then was like transported into like the realm of the gods, right?
Right, and she stumbled upon them singing a song,
Yeah.
and yeah, so
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. All right.
yeah,
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I'm putting that up in your head
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
canon so that you guys can start putting little pieces together.
Now, would my character have any memory or understanding of that, bardic
Uh,
lore wise? I would probably know that song, right?
yes, I
Probably a
think
pretty famous song, right?
you definitely know of Myrick the Beautiful, and you know of her song. You have either heard it, maybe not performed by
Yeah.
her,
Someone else, yeah, else
but
performed it, yeah.
you probably know what the context of that song is.
Right, 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 right.
So, yeah, and maybe even Four Strings had told you about Myrick the Beautiful and
Got
that
it.
song, and now you're putting some pieces together. So you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. I see.
okay, that's Myrick. What a beautiful little kobold. I've got a picture of her. It's obviously fourth edition Mid Journey because she's got way too many fingers and stuff. But whatever.
Hey, back
There's
then
a
we took the
picture.
number of fingers it gave us, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We were happy
exactly,
with it.
exactly. And now I
Back in
can't
my day,
even.
back in my day, the AI hands were inaccurate, and we liked it that way.
Oh, there are gonna be Gen Alpha kids like that. They're like 65. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I can remember when AI didn't even tell us to do everything."
Remember when we were allowed to talk to other humans?
Oh yeah, it says to the AI.
They'll call it analog talk.
Your message has been blocked by Big Brother. Okay, so I think I gave us all of the news about Tarnhold, or that we got out of the library here. Anything you guys think you want to do before we move on to the next stage? Because the next stage then, oh, I know what we need to do.
Some
Level the
healing.
fuck up.
Yeah.
Level
Yeah.
up.
Here we
That'll
go.
work.
Boom. Once you're all healed up, the next day, you guys get you've learned what you needed to learn. Leora has got her rituals. She needs some resources, some different material components and such for her rituals. So she does spend a little bit of time the next day going back out onto the promenade and fetching some of those. Some of you may have ventured with her, especially if any of you wanted to do any additional shopping of your own. Anyone have any things you need to pick up last minute?
I think we did
I
a
know
good
you did
amount of that.
a good amount of that last day, and you may have spent all your
Um,
money, so that might mean there's not much left.
Yeah.
in 7 gold, get me another healing potion lesser.
Don't we have a whole stock of them in the caravan, like the party inventory?
We've got some, yeah.
Yes, we do.
You'll mark up. I have 2 more.
And I'll maybe
Where's
stash
the one?
some here or
We have
there.
20 minors and 6 lessers.
I'm gonna take one of those lessers.
All right, just
Okay,
take it
good,
out of
good,
the
good,
party.
good. All right, then after Leora comes back from shopping, maybe you guys enjoy a little bit more time out in the Tarnhold communities, eating some of the great food, getting some more of that fizz drop drink. What was the drink that Landry
It
Oh,
fell
was
in love
fizz
with?
drop, yeah.
Oh, I put in my character sheet.
It's got to be on there somewhere. Let me see if I
I
can
put
find
it
it.
on the bio.
Fizz fruit nectar.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a good fizz fruit nectar. So you guys, you get a travel batch of fizz fruit nectar.
Nice 6-pack.
Yeah, so that you
Sounds
can
good.
carry it out into the desert with you. You guys also maybe spend a little bit of time provisioning. You know you are going out into the desert. You're gonna have at least a month out there, so you'll probably get like rations for maybe 2 months just in case you get lost or something.
Chris, I had a random idea it's self-indulgent on my
Yeah,
part, but what if
indulge.
because Landry likes it so much that he has to make will checks to not like drink more than his fair share, like one extra a day or something like that.
That's fine. How many do you got and what's your ration? You have to come up with your own plan because as far as the DM's concerned, you can drink all your fizz fruit nectar all in one day if you want. You can go back for more. How
Oh,
much money did you spend on your fizz fruit nectar?
good question. I guess.
Like if you're really addicted to this stuff, I'll sell you like 2 gold pieces worth of fizz fruit nectar and then you could probably
Okay. All
have
right.
your fill for like I don't know, until it goes bad, probably. And then it becomes fizz fruit wine.
Even better.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
All right. Well, um,
Yeah, let's
yeah.
just say you've got a
All right.
full jug
So,
of fizz fruit nectar.
okay, full jug. And I'm just gonna try to drink. Is a jug like a gallon? I would
As
say.
a non-American, yes. Yes. It's like a gallon.
Even.
How many kilograms and liters is it, Chris?
It's like, well, I tried to try a gallon is like 4 liters, I think.
Oh, you're right. It's like 3.78
So that's
liters.
like
Cause.
2 2-liter bottles of pop.
All right.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna.
Landry, you know it's important that you still got to be eating food on a regular basis, right? Like you can't just drink all of that for all your nutrition.
There is fruit in this nectar, or the
I'll
nectar is
reiterate
the
my
fruit.
point. You see that your insistence on it makes me feel more uncomfortable about your nutritional value.
What I will do
Well, I'll tell you
is I'm
what,
just gonna drink a quart a day, at
a
most a quart
quarter
a
day.
day.
All right, you add 2 cigarettes to that, and I think you'll be just fine nutritionally.
Hey, how about you add
That
no
sounds about
cigarettes
right.
to that and just eat your fucking food? How about we do that, eh?
Like, nutrition is about balance and understanding, and good tobacco is part of any good diet.
No, it isn't. It's good. I grant you that. I like it. It's not part of your balanced diet. Quit trying to tell the boy that the smokes aren't good for him.
I think maybe it's a good idea. We just agree to disagree about this.
No, I think you'll agree here.
All right, I'll stop pushing it. But I mean, all I'm saying is he'd feel better if he had one, and that's the last thing I'll say, and I'll move on.
Aye.
As you're out there debating the worthiness of
Nutritional value
cigarettes,
of
yeah,
cigarettes.
the nutritional value of cigarettes, you are distracted, and you maybe give the last word to Gorham because you hear a local restaurant calling out about their fire ant spice mix, and it piques up some of your favorite dishes that your mom used to cook with her fire ant recipes,
Yeah.
and you're drawn in, and you get yourself actually a bowl of special fire ant mushroom soup,
Oh
and
boy.
it's quite delicious, I'd say. But I don't know what you'd say. You'd have to roll a d12 or make up your own mind.
Oh, well, I definitely think that it's not quite as good as my mama's, but I think it'll do just fine. You all have to try some of these here fire ants.
Anyone else gonna enjoy the fire ant
Alright.
mushroom soup?
I give it a try.
I'm gonna pass
I'll give it a try.
I will shove it in my face.
because of the
Yeah,
It's
effort I
good
had
for
the
the
other day.
humors.
it never gets old when the robot pretends to eat.
Yeah, no, that's the classic.
Yeah,
Oh, I do not like it.
Someone got spaghetti on the robot again.
you can feel the crunch. Mom spaghetti. Yeah, no, you can taste. You can crunch the crunchy fire ant shells that it tricks, and it's just not for you. Anyone
Yeah,
else
not for
gonna
me.
roll a
The nice
d12
way to
or?
say it.
All right.
Is it spicy? Because dwarf likes spicy.
Yeah, it is.
Then I
Well,
just like it.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So, and again, you guys enjoy some of the cuisine for this last day.
Yay. Not
What
bad cuisine for this city.
it's a great place. I hope you guys enjoyed our kind of exotic visit to Tarnhold because it's almost over. Um, but this is fun culture, and maybe we'll come back here. Maybe we'll even run a campaign here or something someday. Now that we have a more fleshed out city. But Leora explains to you all that the next step is to enchant this compass that's going to help you navigate by the stars. And to do that, you're going to have to cast a ritual under the star's light, which will be, of course, in the middle of the night. And there is about 1 hour right at during the middle of the night when the stars will be properly aligned that you'll want to conduct your ritual in. And so she indicates to you that you all should maybe rest up a little bit today because you're going to head out late in the afternoon, move out into the desert, and begin your ritual to create the the compass. Where am I here? Wrong notes. And so she's going to ask for each of you to kind of help her. Some of you can take different roles as she does the ritual. She describes the ritual just a little bit ahead of time. She says, "All right, so I've got my materials here." You notice that there are some discs made out of various kinds of metal, as well as something that looks like it might serve as the needle in the compass. There are also a couple of gems she's got in her hand. And she says, "Well, first we're going to have to assemble the compass according to these plans here." She's got a scroll with a couple diagrams on them. Those of you who have skills with engineering or craftsmanship can recognize sort of pretty standard blueprints. And she explains, at first what we're going to have to do is arrange them according to these guides here, as well as then we're going to line them up with the celestial markers. So we're not quite there yet, but within the next 15 minutes or so, the constellations will align in the sky properly for us to align the compass with the mystical energies. Once we've done that, we can activate it, and we will need some of you who have also got some training in the powers of magic, whatever that might be for you. That should suffice. And we together will be able to make the final enchanting. And assuming we get it done properly, it should guide us very true right to the ruins of Seshmut-Chenin. Any questions before we begin?
It makes sense.
All right. Well, for this first bit, I'm going to need someone who has maybe some skills in Arcana, as well as someone who might be able to help us put the contraption together. For that, I find you need delicate fingers, maybe a sleight of hand or a crafting or engineering check could be useful for this.
I threw down my Arcana
I'll
all
throw it on
over the floor.
a crafting.
I can
Okay.
I'm
also,
afraid my
I
skills are
can,
not useful here.
I can
So-
assist with the Arcana.
Why don't you go for an assist with the Arcana?
Cool. Does that mean Bobby rolls a second time?
No, I think aid gives you a plus. Let me do a quick check.
Yeah,
It
aid gives you a
just
plus.
gives you a plus, yeah.
Success +1, crit success on the aid.
You have
is
to
plus-
beat like a 20 though.
Yeah,
Is it 20? Oh,
Yeah, it's high.
okay.
I mean, you determine what a critical success is and what a success is.
Yeah, true.
But isn't there a default DC that they suggest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, for aiding.
yeah. The average.
It should
is-
be in archives, but I think it's just a +1.
Yeah, it says basically 20 critical successes +2 or +4 if you're a master. Yeah, so you're doing aid another on Arcana. Just go for it. All right.
All right.
So you guys start working away on trying to follow basically the guidance in the diagram to get the energies aligned properly using the couple magical discs. And you're actually really having trouble getting it together, and it takes you 10 minutes. And you're kind of frustrated that you weren't able to get it, and you're gonna have to make another roll to see if you can get it after another check. So that's the Arcana, folks.
Oh, I thought you were saying to go again. My
No,
bad.
that was right. No, you did it right. So, and we also got an aid. Okay, and so that time around, you guys really, it's not that it was a fumble so much as it was just some delicate arcana techniques, but the symbology used were mostly in the religious sort of scripts that would be used by a priest, and neither of you are particularly priesty, so you had to spend time kind of translating them, and Leora helped you a little bit, but you were able to get it. And let me see what the total. So Landry was helping Zeta. Zeta gets a bonus. And so you guys get a success. So you complete that stage. And then we were going to use H21's crafting check to get all the gems and discs in the proper location after they read the diagrams. And he gets a success as well. So that stage also finishes complete. So you now have crafted the compass, at least the material part of it, and it seems to be holding together. Although you'll notice that the needle and the gems that you put on there are kind of just balanced on there, so it's a bit delicate. And Leora asks one of you who maybe has a sturdy hand, and by that I mean a fortitude save, to maybe hold the compass sturdy and steady while they conduct the rest of the ritual. Who wants to volunteer to do that?
What kind of check is it?
Fortitude save.
Oh, I will. I
Yeah.
will. Yeah.
Okay.
What is this person doing a save for exactly? Not just fortitude.
He's
but
not.
for
He's
what?
not actually making a fortitude save right now.
He's just
Leora
holding
has
it
asked
steady.
you, yeah, just hold it steady.
Got
So if you have anything, that pushes you off balance, in this case, you'll have to do a fortitude save. That's why I sort of said that. Okay, so she thanks you. Thank you, Gorum. Yes, you look like you're sturdy. I trust that you will be able to hold it while we finish the ritual. That will also free up my hands so that I can help to do the casting. Now, next up is measuring the constellations. And in fact, we can see they are just coming into place. I think we have found the exact proper point of the year to do this ritual. As you can see here, the Hammer of Brock is off in the distance. And we need to line our compass up. So she kind of just grabs you gently on the shoulders, Gorum, and she turns you just a little. She's like, I think it's like, actually, I need some help. Keep your eyes in the sky. I need someone to do a perception check to find basically the constellation of Hammer of Brock and keep it in your eye so that we can line up. So who wants to do a perception check?
Yeah.
I mean, we could all kind of do that one. We're just looking for it.
Sure, I will count one of you as the spotter though, and the rest can do aids.
How are we doing on perceptions? Who's the best?
We're
I've
pretty
got a
good.
plus
I'm-
12.
Okay.
12? Oh, better than mine. I'll aid you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it then.
Yeah.
Okay, Alo claims to have a good keen eye and volunteers, but he also asks for you all to call out and make sure that you help him spot. And so Alo will do the final check, and anyone who wants to help him can roll their aid check now. And you're looking for 20s. We got 120 from H21. Oh, we got 320s so far. Everybody's rolling 20s. Oh wait, Alo, you're doing the final one, so that's not an aid check. So I'll use that as his final roll afterwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So H21 got one, Landry got one. Anyone else spotting?
I mean, I can.
You can. You're just sitting there. You can still use your eyes while you're holding your hands. And Zetatrix, are you going to help out too?
I guess. What am I rolling for this one?
Perception.
My perception's not great.
Okay, so you guys do a good job of picking out some of the constellations in the sky. There are some bright stars. It's also a clear night. You're in the desert. It regularly is. So it's quite easy to see them. In fact, maybe more what is a problem is that you can kind of see the whole galaxy, and there's so many bright lights that it's almost being drowned out in the sky. So you're looking for key constellations, and you found a few, but you're not all really experts in the night sky. So here we're going to call on a survival skill, or actually, Aloysius, if you want, I would allow you to use Bardic lore in replacement of this.
Yeah.
But basically, we're trying to figure out which is the right constellation out of the ones that we've detected.
Yeah, I'll roll particle for that.
Okay.
I'll roll a aid on that.
Okay, and
With
you're going to
survival.
aid a survival? Yeah. That is, you guys are not having success with that, so you're gonna keep trying, but I recommend maybe other people try and aid with
Am I allowed to get in there?
your survival skills as well. So anyone who wants to roll survival to aid Aloysius's check.
Give me a sec.
It's not the best, but might as well try.
Oh, I want to do survival instead of Bardic lore.
You have a higher roll?
Yeah.
That's weird. But in any case, with the help of your peers, you guys piece together and you do find the correct celestial body and you line yourself up. Let me just see. Oh, you've actually had a critical success, which means you are going to get a benefit in this compass. It's going to be a little bit better than it may have normally been. And but as you guys are about to try and finish the ritual, all of a sudden a cold desert breeze in the night, it's kind of chilly, casts up and a bit of sand starts busting up against you guys. Immediately, Gorham, you try and shelter the gems so they don't blow away with your body, and I want you to do a fortitude save.
Okay.
At the same
Oh, fuck.
time,
I clicked the wrong thing. God damn it.
Leora starts chanting a spell, and you guys realize that in her chant, she is basically making a shield to block the wind out. And well, someone could do a performance check to help her.
Someone.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
who's gonna do that.
Who's
you know?
gonna-
I don't
Landry, step
know
in.
anything about.
All right.
I guess I'll do my
All
best.
right, boy, this
Hold
is what
on.
all those tap dancing lessons were about.
Let me see.
All right, shuffle,
The most fucked
shuffle.
up tap shoes you've ever seen for web feet. This is fucked up.
More like
All right,
slap
let me make
shoes.
sure that I know what my. Okay, I can roll this again if I want to.
If you need to, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not relevant. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a regular one. All right, cool.
All right. Both of you hit your marks, meaning Gorham was able to hold still without allowing any of the components to lose their footing on the compass. And your performance aided in bringing the shield up. And the wind is actually kind of brisk and it stays for a couple minutes, but once the shield is in place, none of the wind is able to impact on the ritual, and you guys are sort of safe. And so you just need to finish off the compass now, which means I need anyone who has magical ability, and by that I mean occultism, arcana, or religion. You can roll one of those skills to try. If you're occultism, what you're trying to do is convert some of the celestial energy, the stellar energy, into the flow of the arcana to make sure that the needle of the compass is in line. Otherwise, the arcana folks are trying to channel energy from the local area into this ritual. And of course, this is a ritual of Brock. And so that's where the religion comes in. So we've got an arcana check from Zetatrix. We've got Aloysius coming in, and we got an arcana from Landry. I'm guessing that's it. The other two of you aren't exactly magically
I
inclined.
have no magical ability.
Yeah, it's 0 across the board, baby.
Same.
You know a
So-
lot about the magic of leadership.
What we're
True.
going to do in this
Infinite
ritual is we're going to add all these numbers together and see what they hit, what DC they hit together. So that's going to be a lot, actually. Is 72? You guys only
that good?
rolled 3 rocks and you got 72. And the DC I had in my book was 54. So you like
Oh.
smashed that.
Damn. That's actually pretty
Critical
high for
success.
3.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. And
Wait,
Um,
How is that possible?
well, they have their bonuses, right? They rolled well. I think there was a
Wow.
17 rolled and 2 17s and a 7.
Oh, with all the pluses, yeah.
And then all the
Yeah.
pluses. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. You guys are about to navigate through the desert. You're going to use this compass to navigate. When you're navigating, you're going to have to do navigation checks. This whole ritual was about trying to figure out what the DC for those checks is going to be as you travel through the desert. Of course, if you do better on the ritual, your DC will be lower, which means your navigation will be better and you will hopefully arrive at your destination as planned. And you guys kind of slammed this one. You just did really well. You not only critically successed on the final roll, which was the important roll, you also got that bonus earlier on. I forgot what it was. Critical success on something. I think it was a survival check to map the constellations. And that means your navigation DC is going to be a pitifully low 13. 13.
Okay.
Which, you know.
We really needed that because I don't know how good our survival is out there.
Mine's
you
pretty
have-
good.
with survival.
Is it really?
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good at survival.
Yeah, same. I've got like a plus 10.
I'm
I'm
pretty
Oh, hell
strong.
yeah. Okay.
I'm okay at it.
Your whole party's like, actually, we kind of own survival. But what that definitely means is if you guys are really good at it, that DC 13 sounds like it's doable. That sounds like you might be automatically getting it and or critically succeeding at it regularly, which will be very helpful. So that happened in the middle of the night. You guys only spent 20 minutes. You only wasted 20 minutes in terms of re-rolls there. So the ritual completes while the constellations are still in the right part of the sky. And you now have your compass ready to go. So you guys can shove off the next day.
Yeah.
Or later this day, you could go back and sleep. I'm gonna imagine at this point, actually, you could camp. You're out in the desert. You don't need to walk all the way back to town. That's just gonna waste a day. And you're out on the side where you wanted to be anyways. You're headed out into the desert. You're kind of on your way. So maybe you guys have just set up a camp out here anyways. You got up at midnight to do the damn ritual and you just go back to sleep after the ritual. That kind of maybe makes more sense. And then you'll wake up once the sunlight's up for you guys to travel out. And again, according to the plan, the evidence that you've got on your trip, the first milestone that you're looking for is an oasis that it was said that the party of Dunmere encountered after 6 days. So in about 6 days, you're expecting to run into a oasis. Who wants to do the navigation check? Actually, normally what I was going to say, and so even though some of you've got a good
Absolutely
one,
not.
everybody do a navigation check. Everybody do a survival check.
A survival?
Yes, and what we're going to do is take the middle one as usual. And since there's 5 of us, this works really well. And Leora ain't going to do shit. NPCs ain't worth crap. All right, we got some pretty good rolls here, actually. And our top roll is a 30, but sorry, that one gets thrown out. That was a critical success.
Who
But
got
Who
that?
rolled it?
Gorham
Let them Oh
Steelbeard.
shit!
Nice.
I was gonna say let them enjoy their crit, dog.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But Landry is our middle representative today.
All right.
And he rolled a 21, which is a
Hell yeah.
normal success on the DC of 13.
Nice.
Not a crit success. So that means, according to my notes, you arrive at the Oasis after 6 days. So let me advance us. Let me advance us to dawn and maybe an hour or two. Boop, boop. And then 6 days. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are on Wulad the 7th. And I should maybe mention that that means we are on the first day of autumn coming up really soon. Like in the next couple days. I think it's on the. It might be today. Let me go check my calendar.
Are the palm fronds changing colors? Or?
Well, no, you're in a desert where this seasonal change is probably not even noticed. But for those of you that have lived in seasonal environments, like maybe in the swamp, you know that this is usually a celebrated day as you change the seasons. Let me check here. Wulad the 15th. It's actually in a week, so we're still a week away from. So it's the dying days of summer. And you guys move out into the desert, and because of your nice navigation, you got a sweet compass that's every night you guys basically check by the stars again to make sure your compass is calibrated correctly, and you can tell that the two constellations you're looking for are perfectly aligned with the direction you have been traveling. So you're confident that you've been traveling in the right direction, and you arrive at this oasis. This oasis, it's sort of signified first by you can see some large towering palms, date palms. And as you get closer, you can see that in the shade that is created by these date palms, there is indeed a bit of an oasis and a sanctuary. You see there is a shrine that's been created here. It's an open air structure, so there's not really a building or anything. It's just got a centerpiece that's a sandstone obelisk that's about 10 feet tall. When you get close enough, you can see that it is carved with celestial patterns, so patterns of the stars. One interesting thing, if you do check out the celestial patterns, is you see the two constellations that you're traveling by also engraved on two different sides of the obelisk. Around the obelisk are some circular benches that invite travelers to rest. There are also small offerings that have been rested around the obelisk. A lot of them are compasses. Why don't we get anyone who wants to do a religion or society check?
Society.
No
Oh,
way.
good
Critical.
society.
Zeta's criticaling things.
Hmm.
That's me. The critical outside of combat, girl.
Sorry, what was the
Yeah. Society or what did I say? Religion. Trying to kind of figure out what this shrine is too. So Zetatrix and Aloysius, both of you are engaged enough in, the worldliness of the world to know that this is a shrine that is commonly set up to travelers. It looks like it's a very ancient one because it's an obelisk. It looks like it may have been set up here by the Pakidon Empire a very long time ago. But it is a shrine to Amila, and Amila is the goddess of exploration and discovery, and travelers are often patronize her. There's not as often shrines or temples to her in major cities. They're usually just found scattered out on major trade routes and such. And that's what you found here. It's just a waypoint where travelers like to rest. What else do you see here? There is a small inscription that is underneath that says, may your steps lead to new horizons, which is sort of a saying of the followers of Amila. And you also notice that attracted to, sorry, I didn't mention there is a natural spring that kind of bubbles up from the ground. It does have a little bit of a sulfury smell, but if you try it, it does drink well. It tastes fine. And you do see a lot of animals that have gathered nearby. Let's see, there's some golden sun grouse that are watering themselves in the spring. You see two different desert foxes that are kind of stalking them nearby. And as you approach, one of the foxes captures one of the sand grouse and they or sun grouse, and they flap their kind of useless wings a bit as they flutter away. And there are some lizards. Some of you know them as sunfire lizards that are just resting on some rocks and soaking up the sun. But otherwise, you've got a little bit of shade and somewhere where you can spend some time at the hot springs while you rest. And it's a good place to set up camp. Um, anyone want anything in particular you might want to do at the shrine or at the oasis before we continue on?
No, I think I'm good.
Anyone else here?
Not at the moment, not that you can see, although it does kind of look like there have been travelers that may have visited
All
this
traveled?
point recently. Yeah. Yeah, it does look mostly like there has been a camp that was set up here somewhat recently. You still see remnants of what looked like maybe a dung fire. There's not a lot of wood in the desert, so a lot of folks just burn dung.
Okay. Then I think I'm good.
Okay, are you guys going to set up a watch tonight at the Oasis? What order? Just tell me what order.
I
I'll
think
go
I'm
I'll
gonna
go
go
first.
first.
Oh,
I
okay,
will
I'll go
take
second.
I will take the middle of the night watch.
Yeah, I'll take final watch.
So that puts Landry after Gorham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I guess.
sorry you got last picks. This was
No, it's fine.
obviously shortest straw has been drawn for you. Okay, so who was first then?
Me.
Roll it. Perception me.
Oh, perception.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it! It's so bad.
Actually, everybody roll a perception.
We're perceiving the shit out of stuff today.
Yeah, fuck it.
Steve.
If you're not fighting, I want you guys rolling skill checks as
Looking
much
at
as
stuff.
possible. Of course, it was in that shortest straw has been drawn for you because lowest roll has been rolled by you, Landry. And so it's on your watch
Mhm.
that everyone dies. No.
He
Sometimes
doesn't
it'd
name
be
the
like that.
characters.
Yeah, TPK because of bad perception checks.
yeah, yeah. No, but you actually do hear something out approaching, but it's a little bit later than you would hope because as you turn your eye, you see that there is what looks to be a lone tabaxi. She's still about 30 feet away from you. And when you look up, she is startled a little bit and she is carrying weapons and stuff, but none of them are in her hands. She's also carrying a pack. She looks like a traveler, and she holds her hands up a little bit, and she's a bit startled. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice anyone was on guard."
And I will say, no worries. What brings you here? And I would like to then do it in such a way that justifies a diplomacy check. That will try to use tone and body language that suggests that I'm not going to freak out on them if they
Okay,
tell me why they're here, or
sure.
something along those lines.
I like it. Is there still diplomacy? Yes, there is. Roll it. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you all look like you might be friendly since you didn't have a large patrol set up. But I was just going to come and stay at the Oasis for the evening. I'm traveling a bit late. I'm tracking someone. I'm sorry. My name's Mara Kasari, and she offers you one of her paws.
Mara Kastari. Could I? Hmm.
You can roll perception to eye her up and down.
Yeah, like
I don't
the.
trust. I don't trust like that.
Yeah.
So she's a well-armed traveler. She has a couple daggers. She also has a short sword. She's got a short bow. She's also wearing leather armor. So she is, uh, by the way she's wearing it and the way she carries her arms as well, You can tell that she is skilled with these tools. How skilled, you can't really tell. But you're a little unsure as to, a lot of your training in Aliona, and she does look like she might be from Aliona, is with, a lot of people that are on both sides of the law, kind of. And she could very easily be like a merchant guard, but she could also very easily be an iron hand, you know?
I would like to. I have a 120-foot range for tremor signs, and I would like to tremor sign to Gorham that, hey, we have someone here, and I don't know what's going on.
Sure, it's no problem that you and Gorham would have something set up to wake him up in this kind of
Yeah, or at least
situation.
that was kind of my hope.
Right? Like, he is probably very well trained that if a minor tremor comes in towards him, he will wake up. So, Gorham, you can quickly wake up, and when you do, you sort of awaken to hearing the conversation between these two, and you just sort of overhear what did I say her name was? Mara saying,
Mhm.
what was she saying there at the end? About,
Uh,
you guys looked like you were friendly because you hadn't set up a patrol.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk out and be like, you were generally friendly because we ain't got no patrol, but there ain't enough of us to put out a patrol. Just a watchman.
Oh, well, I hope I'm not intruding. I was actually hoping I could spend the night here with y'all for safety.
Hmm. Aye. You take that spot over there then if you want.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'll share some rations in the morning then for your hospitality.
Mm,
Aye.
She puts her bag down over where you indicate, and she doesn't quite like curl up and go to sleep. She kind of rests her back up against a tree. And Landry, as you continue the rest of your watch, you notice that while she's resting, you're not really sure she's full on sleeping. She's kind of just, she's still a little wary of you all, is all it seems.
that's fair.
But your watch ends, and Gorham, I think you were last, right?
No,
No,
I was in the
you
middle
were
of the night.
before. So who was last?
I believe I was last.
Aloysius?
Yeah.
Okay, so Aloysius, when you wake up for your watch, you see that there is this tabaxi who's resting up against a tree, and she's now nodded off and fallen asleep, but she's kind of, one of her hand is resting on a dagger, it looks like, but she's asleep.
Have I been made aware of her at all?
I
That's up to
assume
Landry.
so.
Oh yeah, I would have explained everything. So I would have been like,
Yeah.
agreed to, but
As you're like we're exchanging shifts, I'm just gonna kind of be like, is that anything I should worry about? I don't especially like that she's armed this close to our sleeping camp. Landry, what do you think?
Oh, I thought you were talking to Zeta. Uh, Gorham talked to her. I I think I sized her up a bit. I think we're okay, but if any funny business, just as you're watching, keep an eye out, is what I would say, and then wake
All
us
right,
up if you need to.
I'm gonna walk over to her.
Okay, at
Um,
how close?
I'm gonna walk up on her.
Okay, so when you get to about 5 feet away, she wakes up and startles, and she does sort of draw her dagger about halfway out of its sheath. She's like, "Oh, what? You are
All right, calm down now. No need to get all up in a rustle. Listen, would you care to split a cigarette with me?
What?
I knew it. I knew it.
She just woke up.
You're an
I
ass.
love it. Waking
You
her
woke
up in
this
the
lady
morning
up
for a
yet?
first thing in the morning cigarette, as anyone wants when you
You
wake
know,
up
it's
first
a good
thing.
way to like neutralize a threat, right? Like,
Do a
Like if
diplomacy
anybody
check.
gets stabbed.
let me see. I just got something for diplomacy, I think. What did I just get for diplomacy? Nothing. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, versatile performance, that's it. Okay, I can use a performance instead of a diplomacy to make an impression
Okay.
because of a versatile performance, a class feat I have.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll performance rather than diplomacy.
And what kind of performance will you do for her? A
um,
joke, a song, a
it's the
whistle?
same fucking roll. Yeah. So I will just kind of like take a puff off of my cigarette and just kind of do some musical smoke stuff where I whistle around it as I exhale, and the whistle it starts to make like cool shapes.
All right, some smoke tricks and a little whistle. And
I can re-roll that too if it's bad.
it is not bad. And
Okay.
she looks you up and down, and she says she apparently thinks you're no threat, and she reaches out her hand to take the lit cigarette that you were using from you, and she pulls a drag off of it, and she invites you to sit down next to her.
Right, I sit down next to her and say, "Now I know you talked to my friends already, but gonna have to be repetitive here. What is it that brings you around these parts?"
Oh, well, actually, I had some questions for you too, and maybe you can help me. I'll tell you. I'm my name's Mara. Not very well known around Leona. I try and keep it that way, but I help people out that need help. And one of my friends, he's a merchant. He runs a pottery shop, and he was beset by some brigands. It was a couple bugbears broke into his shop, smashed a lot of his pots, and they found his one pot that was full of his gold pieces that he was saving up. It's kind of a sad story, but he said there was 300 gold in there. And one of the bugbears came running through here like a couple nights ago. I've been tracking him. My friend says he'll give me 30 of the gold pieces if I can bring back the rest. And yeah, that's what I'm on about. What about you all? You ain't
Well,
seen.
we're just traveling, you know, seeing the sights, exploring some of these ruins. We have, you could say, academic interests.
Sounds kind of suspicious, but I'll take you at your word because you shared a cigarette with me. Um, and really, I have no worries about anyone else's business out here. That's not the kind of person I am. Unless, of course, you've seen that bugbear. You haven't happened to see that bugbear come through here.
I personally have not seen any bugbears coming through this area.
How long you guys been camped here?
Uh, how long have we been? Like one night, right?
Yeah, this is your
Yeah,
first
Just
night.
one night.
We've been here a few nights now, I think.
Did you see any signs of anyone when you got here?
No, we didn't see any bugbears or anything like that.
Nothing about bugbears, but we did see that it was, traveled through recently.
Yeah, I don't know anything about any of the travelers that came through here, but we certainly weren't the only ones that came through here recently.
Well, once the sun's back up in the morning, I'll try and pick up his trail again, and I'll be on my way. I'm not planning to spend too much time here, and I'm grateful that you and your party gave me some time to get some shut eye.
All right, fair's fair. And I'm gonna just stand up and walk away.
All right, and you finish off your watch. It's fairly uneventful. You can end your watch by starting to cook up some breakfast or whatnot. She
Yeah.
offers to share some bread and jerky with you all. That she's mostly got traveler fare, but
It's
I've
Mara, right?
Mara, yeah.
Okay.
You get the sense that she's basically just a bounty hunter or a thief catcher or something
Yeah.
like that. Um, and let me see. Okay, that you guys are on target. So, are you guys going the next day? This oasis is the only place that is sort of a good place to hang out on your travel. Are you going to spend some time here, or are you going to head right out on your journey again in the morning?
I mean, there's no reason to spend time here.
We could go find the bugbears and get some money out of it, but I don't think we need it.
Tough one.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we can just move on.
Okay, you guys are eager. I mean, what else? You know, you're not like the big party of Dunmer Sandforge, who was here, thousands of years ago. He came with his regal party. They hung out here for a few days just because they needed a place to rest. But you guys are actually on a mission, and you want to head out into the desert again. And the next sort of waypoint, the next milestone on your journey, is to find this canyon that you have to cross in the desert. And according to the details that you found in your clues, this would occur on day 16 of Dunrear's journey. But he spent 2 days at the 2 days at the Oasis. You are only going to spend one night. That means you're going to catch up, but you're going to be a little bit faster in your travels than Dunrear was, assuming you stay on track. And that means you should be getting there by about day 14 of your travel. Again, you arrived here on day 6. It will be day 7 when you start this travel again. So let's do another navigation check. That's all 5 of you. Roll a survival check.
Survival. I actually have a feat that allows me to roll perception and the performance for survival. No, I'm kidding.
I have a feat that lets me roll my highest skill
I
whenever
don't
I
have to
want
do any
for
rolls that
anything.
aren't performance anymore. Just by the way, just
And I
everything
can
is a
always
performance.
re-roll them. Okay.
You always roll them.
H21, you rolled a perception, but we want a survival.
Oh,
And
oops.
Wow, what a fucking nerd. Everyone point and laugh.
And Gorham, we need one too. A survival, please.
Not even
Yeah,
the
I'm
bard.
on it. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Did you get up to get food like a jerk?
Whoa, everybody's a jerk now. Okay, so middle of the pack. Oh, wait, our DC is 13 again? Good, because you all rolled real shitty. And middle
Yay.
was a 15, but
That's it.
you still succeed. So that means you hit there
Ooh.
on target, which is in 8
I
days. So
think
let
we
me...
did all that stuff for it.
Yeah, good thing you got those early rolls. Good. This was just meant to be some kind of fun challenge that actually has consequences, because maybe I should point this out. Lucius, I have a fixed timeline for what Lucius is on right now. And the more delayed you are, the more behind his timeline you are, the more ahead of the curve you are, the more on time you are. So you guys are doing well so far in terms of keeping up with Lucius. And okay, so it's now Wulad the 15th, which I mentioned was the first day of autumn. It's the first day of autumn. Any of you who happen to have any celebrations related to that, you might do that. But you also arrive at the canyon. It's a fairly wide canyon, maybe a couple 100 feet across. It's not much longer than that. But traversing down and back up the other side will certainly take a long time and looks very treacherous and dangerous. And finding a better place to cross or trying to navigate around the canyon looks like it would take many days of navigation. And sure enough, you guys were expecting this. This was reported on in all the tablets and in the books you found in the library. And that's why Leora had got another ritual for us, the Bridge of the Forge Father, sorry. How are we doing here? Okay. So for this one, once again, I need folks that are skilled in either religion, arcana, or occultism. What she's going to do is she's going to take 2 pythons and she's going to form them. She's going to hammer them in with one of her ritual hammers. It looks kind of like a hammer you would use in a forge, but it's a hammer with a, symbols of Brock on it. It's more enchanted. Fucking serious. This is critical, and almost a critical skill. So we got a 30, a 28, and a 29
Dude,
roll
these
here.
3 rolls.
Yeah, dude.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Awesome.
So, and look at what my notes say here, okay? It says critical successes count as 2 successes. Critical
Yeah.
failures subtract successes, and we're trying to see how many successes we got. You guys got 5
Yeah,
out of
dude.
3 rolls.
That was
Okay.
our goal.
So
Like,
your foundation is going to be super sturdy. This was to set the foundation of the bridge that you guys are going to summon. What Leora's going to do now, she's going to summon rocks. She's going to cast a spell. Rocks from the bottom of the canyon are going to rise up, and they're going to kind of rest in. She needs someone with strength to guide the rocks into place. And she needs someone with crafting or lore engineering to make sure
Oh.
that the joints that she puts in there are sturdy.
Okay.
That's our crafting lore.
That is crafting.
Okay.
My lore engineering is lower than my crafting.
Sure. Anyone want to do the strength check?
I mean,
nudge Gorham.
it's gonna be the guy that's getting his food.
Yeah, if anyone.
Uh-oh. Food guy.
Fucking Josh and his need to eat. Like,
Sorry, I didn't say anything. I was muted. My bad.
I can do it. I'll do it.
I'll
if
do
you
it.
can't do it, I can. No, I think I can handle it.
There's no such thing as a raw strength check. So yeah.
There's no such thing as athletics then. Sorry. That's
Yeah,
my
there are
bad.
no raw strength checks in Pathfinder. That's why I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, athletics. That's my bad. I'm just in a
You're good.
different world.
I'm running a 5.0 campaign right now, and I get the same thing, like where every once in a while they tell me that I'm playing in 3rd edition rules, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play this game.
Yeah. And that's when I'm like, are you talking back with God? Because in my
I ask
world,
for checks that.
obviously.
Yeah, exactly. There's people who have never played anything but 5th edition, and I'm asking them for checks that they've never heard of.
Oh, that's rough.
Reflex it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I'm always asking for. Fucking reflex save.
Cross-class skill ranks. What?
Yeah, I was like, you guys can't be reflexive about stuff. What the fuck?
Oh, 3rd prestige class.
So once again, I'm adding your guys' rolls together. So together you have 39, and the DC is 36. So that's a success. I thought you might have failed one, but no, that was a success. So congrats. And then the final. So this is forming the bridge up. Now the bridge is in place, but at the moment it's currently being held up by Leora's magical channeling. And so she needs you to kind of put the final seal on it to lock it into place. So actually, I meant to mention this beforehand, but each of you was supposed to create a devotion to Brock that was going to help in this part of the ritual. And to do that, so we're going to do a little doodle back in time for a second, where you can decide what you're going to want to do. You can either do a vow. So you speak some kind of prayer. That would be maybe a religion check or a diplomacy check or a performance check. Or you can create something, because this is Brock. So if you have something maybe that you've already created too, especially a small token, something that used your craft skill, so you can also craft something ahead of time. So that means basically everyone's either got to do a performance skill, a persuasion check, religion check, or a crafting check, or a lore engineering check.
Okay.
and persuasion is one of them.
Yes, then you would have to say some kind of persuasive prayer to Brock. And if you're bullshitting that, you can roll a deception.
No, don't get me.
I just don't think I got anything to roll.
Okay.
Well, you got to roll one of those.
I'll roll crafting again.
Did I do? I have academia and occultism. Would I be able to do one of those, or I can do
Nope.
crafting?
You can always do a performance or a diplomacy. Diplomacy is one of
Should I
those.
be re-rolling my performance, or is it looking good?
I'll definitely roll diplomacy.
You did well enough.
All right.
We need 3 successful devotions. And it looks like we have 3 successful devotions, so we're done. So the bridge is actually secured, and because your original foundation was double, triple, quadruple critical or whatever the fuck, There's no chance that the bridge is going to lose any stability and fall apart when you cross it.
I
And
mean that there was originally that gonna be a thing.
yeah, it was. Now we don't have to do the final skill check. You want to hear what the final skill checks were? So
What?
if you guys had like kind of fucked up some of the earlier stages, then every time you walk across, the bridge is basically going to do a fortitude save, but I'm going to make you do a fortitude save to see if the bridge falls apart. If the bridge falls apart, you fall down, and anyone who comes after is like fucked. But if you also fucked up the second stage, the bridge would have been too narrow, and you would have to like balance as you go out. But you guys made a nice wide, like it's got railings and shit because you guys aced it so fucking well. Um, but there would have been wind, and you would have to like maybe fall off. So I have a bunch of rules for maybe you falling to the ground. And if you fall to the ground, you know what happens? You take 30 plus 2d10 damage. How does that sound?
Oh, so you might die.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sounds
Sounds
fun.
like I would be fine.
Pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I was like,
Well,
What?
G-
2d10?
Gorham's like, I got 80 hit points. I'm just gonna
Yeah, 2d10. I'll
belly
take it.
flop into the bottom of the ravine. But then you would have had to climb out the other side, and that would have sucked too.
Just would have started digging, dwarf.
I guess I'm gonna have to start making my DCs a little harder because you guys are fucking slamming this shit.
I think they're
Okay.
fine.
I also think they're fine.
I'm happy with the way they are.
You know what, guys? Because of the time and where I want to get into today's mission, the next encounter is called Sandronox Herd, where you would meet a centaur, the centaur that I teased the other campaign, and
You
we
keep pushing
skipped.
this
and I-
fucking centaur at us and then taking him away.
I'm gonna skip
Yeah,
him again. Poor Tarkus Wildmane. He's
Yeah, dude.
his wild ass mane.
This is gonna be for the
Tarkus,
first time
no!
ever because you've teased him so much. For the first time ever, I'm gonna romance this NPC.
Nice. Okay, he's
I'm gonna
coming.
make everybody
him.
participate in that.
Kiss him.
Kiss the centaur.
We've never done it before. Chris has literally tried to throw lovers at us before. We've rejected them outright. I'm doing it this time.
Broke
You
his
guys have
mane.
shut me down so hard. I don't even think of that shit anymore for
I
my
know.
planning. I'm just like, whatever. They just want a dungeon.
You
to
tried
like,
it. You tried it with all of us at least once, and we
Yeah.
all just said no.
Yeah,
We were like, no, kill and steal.
yeah. I kill my lover. Yeah, exactly. You even make like your arch nemesis and stuff, and I bring them in, and you're
Yeah.
like, no, we will murder that guy. We will straight murder him.
I did threaten to kill the guy immediately, didn't I?
Yeah, and I'm like, holy shit. Okay, back to main plot.
I just honestly, when I decided to have my enemies like just be my old clan, I just wanted someone to throw swear words at when they
Yeah.
showed up, and that's exactly what I did.
It worked good too. Yeah, that
That
was
was like
good.
perfect.
I know. I even had shit going on there. I'm like, whatever. Hook denied. Hook rejected. That's what I've come to expect from you guys. That's why we're on a main plot railroad right now. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
Oh, dude, I'm on board.
Next
Man, you
campaign
let me
we
do
might
my own thing.
Totally on
We're
board.
sucking souls and making people undead.
exactly. We might lean back to the sandbox a little in the next campaign. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I'm
Well,
having
you-
fun on this railroad.
I'm
For
I'm
sure.
sure you've noticed we tend to lean a little bit evil when we get put in a sandbox.
Well, I don't know
bumpers.
if I want that again.
Yeah, we need some bumpers.
Yeah, I guess so.
I will pick souls.
Exactly. You don't even have to pay the consequences. Tristan is like getting back at your second group somehow. Like, actually, he's your friend now. Lucius.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's the bad guy.
We didn't rob him
exactly.
twice.
Exactly.
Yeah, we didn't rob him.
Oh, good point.
You know
Yeah.
that he works
Yeah,
with
Angelo
Beldrix, though.
Disciple.
It's true, you guys. Oh,
We
wait,
do
that's
know
not the
that.
right. This is not
You
what I
know,
want.
but these characters don't know shit about Beldrick.
No, they don't.
We're fighting the robot xenomorph elephant puppy next time, right?
God, I hope so.
Maybe. I think so. It might not look like that. I mean, now that I've showed it off to you guys, I feel like that's what the aliens
You
have
have
to look
to.
like.
It's gotta have at least. It's gotta be like their pet or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gotta
Yeah.
be like.
No,
yeah.
Harper.
Okay, that's the new face hugger. How about that?
Well, that's hilarious. That's so funny.
Hot.
Most poorly
Hot.
evolutionarily adapted to that. Yeah, no
Yeah.
idea.
So
You just make
cute.
out.
Cool.
All right, so let's do one more navigation check for the Sandronox herd that we're going to skip over. Everybody,
All right.
survivals again.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this tells me how many days it takes you to get there. Oh, and
What?
I forgot your DC's 13 again. You roll 15 again, so let's do it one more time.
Wait, are you saying to roll again? For
Yeah.
everyone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough to get us a success again. So just quick check my timeline. Okay. Perfect. So yes. So this happens somewhere in that last 2 weeks of your travel. You guys are out in the desert and you get into the area where the sandworms are at. Let me just load us in there because why not? And oh no, sandworms are coming. This is starting to feel like my high school campaigns again because all my narration's going out the tube and we're just going to fight sandworms for XP right now. But yeah, oh no, the sandworms are coming. And then Leora casts the spell like, oh, this is the spell that's supposed to make the sandworms go away. And it worked for a couple of days, but then it didn't work today. Oh no, the sandworms are back. And now you guys are being chased by sandworms. And you're like, oh shit, that sandworm's going to totally try and come fucking eat us. Let's go to where there's some rocks because that's what you do. This is going to be like Tremors. You guys remember the end of Tremors? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. You're going to be on some
Yeah.
rocks. You're going to try and fight some sandworms. Anyways, I think
Hell
we've
yeah.
loaded in.
Yeah,
And
dude.
can you guys see that fucking sandworm? Oh, no, you
I
can't.
can't see a sandworm, no, but
I don't know
can
why it's
see.
all black over there, but there's a sandworm like right behind you. He's like 50 feet behind you, and you guys are running, and you're like, no, there's a sandworm coming. And
What I'm hearing is get on the rocks.
He's right behind us, isn't he?
yeah, exactly. No, we don't want. Angelo doesn't get his own turn, but everyone else gets a turn. And
What I'm hearing is that we need to walk without rhythm.
Lisan Al Gaib.
Listen, okay.
okay.
Money.
I love that fucking book so much.
Yeah!
The sandworms are coming. Ah! Ah!
A woman wailing through that movie almost became a joke.
Genuinely, my favorite book of all time. So
It's a great fucking book.
That's cool. Yeah,
it's
that's
so good.
fun.
It's
I
a great
fucking
book.
love that book. I love it so much.
Okay, everybody roll your initiatives. The
Weird
battle
now.
is about to go down.
Those are some fast worms.
I'm trying to update Angelo with his new picture, and I can't find it.
Oh wait, here, let me. It was just because I had put him on there before we did that. Boom. There he goes.
Where'd he go?
He's back, and he's
Where's he? At?
cooler than ever.
I don't see him.
Can't see him?
I don't believe you.
Angelo, he's right where I put him. Can everyone
Think
else
you're a
see him?
witch.
I don't
No one can see him?
I can see him.
Really?
I can see Angelo, yeah.
Do you guys mind like clicking? Oh, there he is. Now he's there. Now he's there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, did we all roll our things? Landry.
needs to.
I got the. I tend to not. I'll make it public. Oh, yep. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
All right. Okay.
Par for form.
And let's begin encounter. Oh, perfect. Okay. So it says bullet because I don't know why it says bullet, but it's gonna burrow under, and it comes under. Boom, 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 boom. It's gonna come underneath your feet. You guys feel the rumbles under your feet, and boom, 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 boom. And then it's gonna blast up out of the ground right here. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
we can see it.
I'm a nasty ass fucking sandworm, bitches. I'm gonna eat you with my jaws. And he's gonna attack one of the two of you standing in the front. Let's roll a
It's
1d12.
a turn next
Landry
up it.
is odd. Even means H21, you're going down the gullet. Here it comes.
Oh, bro.
29.
Oh, shit.
Hmm.
It's supposed to say graboid,
Bro, I'm a
not
bard.
bullet.
A bullet is a different thing in Pathfinder. That's like a completely
It
different
is.
creature.
Yeah.
A bullet.
I know what a boulette is. That's
They're like
That's
stone
the
dogs, aren't they? They're like
the
rock dogs.
stats that I'm using. They're like
Oh, okay.
burrowing rhinos,
Yeah.
and I've down it. That thing is level 8, so it's not level 8, but it's still fucking badass because it just bit.
It hits
Fucking,
like it's level 8.
it just hit H21 for 19 fucking damage with one
I thought I
attack.
was hitting Andrew.
Nope,
Nah, bro.
H21.
For real? Oh my
Yeah,
god, then yeah,
Going through your
ouch.
shit, dog.
and now it's your turn, H21, and it just chomped you.
Take the damage. Oh, oops, I took. Well, it's the start of combat. So I'm gonna do my 10 foot, see if it has a AOO.
Nope.
That was a brave way to establish that for us. I appreciate it.
It was.
Someone's got to
And,
take it for the team.
and I'm reading stuff, and I have really cool things. Hey, Harper, hold on. Please, sweetie. I
How
can do this thing
responsive do you
called.
think it would be to the phantom crowd trick?
Well, I'm gonna shoot both.
Okay. Paired shots.
Yeah, so I use 2 attacks. So I have to make 2 attacks. So let's do that first. Oops. Let's actually target this guy and then reroll that. And then not make it blind.
Damn, dude.
Okay, so I hit it. And then I'm gonna
A
do the
16 to
second
hit. That's crazy.
crit miss.
Youch.
The 6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
All right. You feel you got some pretty good shots off. But, without getting crits, you don't usually do a lot of damage, but you also feel like, this is a pretty resilient bastard,
That's what I wanted to do. The cool thing, because if he's got DR or anything, it combines damage for purposes of
Yes.
DR.
And I don't think he does. If that's something you notice. I don't know if
Okay.
it'll be something you notice or not, but yeah.
Okay, cool. That's it.
Okay. Aloysius.
All right. We don't have visual on the other one.
No, I was.
Do we know where it is at all?
Boop.
Oh, whoops.
What other one?
All right, cool. All right, understood. All right, so I'm gonna move over here, just to get out of the kind of general vicinity. And then I'm gonna hit it with the animated assault. Actually, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay where I was. Okay. I'm gonna do inspire courage instead of moving.
Okay.
Okay, give everybody some courage. Everybody gets some courage. You get one. You get one. I get one. Everybody gets one. You get one even though your old one is expired, Landry. There you go.
Thanks. Yeah.
Also, you're not soothed anymore. Oh, you are still soothed, aren't you? There's 8
Alright,
rounds
then.
remaining. I don't know how that's possible.
No, it's been
Yeah, no,
damaged.
I'm not so
I got rid of that. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast the animated assault.
Okay.
Okay. So I need him to do a 21 DC basic reflex check.
I am the graboid. 13. I critically failed.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Okay, here's my question now. This is supposed to be at 3rd level, so it's supposed to be heightened, right? So it should do 4 D10.
This is heightened +2.
Right. So when I do the
That
damage, it
means
should do it right.
Just roll the
that means
damage, it'll
DC
probably do it.
gain-
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because that just did 2D10.
Yeah, that looks like it's correct.
I think that's right.
No, it does 2D10 based, and the initial damage increases by 2D10 when it's heightened.
Oh.
What is its normal spell level?
I believe it's supposed to be a 2nd level spell. That's
Oh,
currently at
But
the
it
3rd
says
level.
heightened
It
plus
has-
2, so you have
Yeah.
to be at 4th level to make out another 2d10.
Yep.
Okay,
Exactly.
got it. That's what I'm not understanding. Okay, cool.
Okay,
It
but
heightens every 2 levels.
he
Yep, I see.
critically failed, so on a basic, what does that mean? Double damage?
Sure. Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, if
Bobby?
this is a basic saving throw,
Yeah,
then yeah, he takes double damage. So you're getting your 4d10 anyway.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, 28 damage,
Oh,
okay.
that's quite a bit nice.
Yeah,
That was
dude.
good damage.
Yeah.
Fucking, I did that shit with a violin, so I'm pretty happy with that.
You bombarded
Alright.
him with stones in the area. That's why there's so
Yeah.
many rocks here on my map.
Now, I do have to place a barrier here. So I'll put it like right here.
Oh, it's an area of effect?
Yeah, and only if in the next round I can choose to sustain it,
Oh,
which
yeah,
I
yeah,
probably
yeah.
won't, depending on
Yeah.
where he moves.
Right. Okay.
Oh, this is like a new version of that one spell.
Yeah.
You guys hear rumblings as another sandworm is being called. Rrr, 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 rrr. Rrr. And okay, he's kind of. I guess you can see him. He's right there. Rrr, I'm a sandworm. That's what he says. They're
Like the
Pokemon, it's
sandworm's
Pokemon
accent.
rules.
kind of
Sandworm.
exactly.
Sandworm.
It'd be funny. There's like a sandworm action figure, and then like you push the button, and it's just exactly what it sounds like. It's like, I'm a sandworm.
I'm a sandworm. I'm gonna eat you.
I'm gonna eat you.
Gorum, you're up.
And then some kid's mom's like, ooh, scary.
Yeah, this is actually a bullet.
I don't like that you guys aren't scared of my bullets. Maybe I should have made them
My
level
copyright
8.
Oh, they look
rules are.
scary as fuck, bro. I just don't know. I don't think we've seen a hit from them, so I don't know how much
Oh,
damage they do.
Wait,
yet.
what the fuck?
H21
hit.
took 19
Anthony a little
damage.
bit. Yeah, they fucked H21 a little bit.
I'll
Why
have to
is
put
my-
one of you down.
Why is that higher? What happened?
Yeah, 19's a lot.
Hey man, I think it's supposed to be the way it is.
No. My shit's got higher.
Because of the Inspire Courage?
Oh, that is it. Thank you. Let me just swing on this bitch. I missed. Let me swing on this bitch again. I rolled the same thing. I am a wizard.
And those are your two actions because you moved too, or yeah?
Yeah, those are my two actions because I moved too.
Got it.
That's my turn.
Trixie. Everyone seems very brave so far, Trixie. And
Yes,
you
very
remember
brave.
the Alionian song that says, everyone
Oh,
got
yeah, I
eaten
should've
by
got
a
to the rock.
sandworm. Everyone got eaten by a sandworm.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Blur.
Song
Okay.
fucking sucks.
Wow.
Can see it.
Song sucks dick.
Well, I guess we know who's gonna get eaten by his fucking sandworm.
Oh, does that not count? It's not that. Oh, I didn't press the cast button.
I'm trying to think. You
Let me
could do
just
hot
fill
cross
the
buns.
screen.
Big
that.
sandworms.
It's also
big
one secret.
sandworms.
Yeah, I saw
Big
that.
sandworms.
Um,
Big.
And
Never mind. Sorry, guys.
Landry's not going to get eaten because he
what
respects the
do I
sandworm.
I
want to
didn't- yeah.
do with this? Last
Yeah.
movement. Ugh.
Blessed the maker. Blessed the.
Blessed is the maker. Blessed is his water.
Mm.
I'm gonna put space in between me and the other one. 5 and 10.
Yo, your sister is a fetus,
go
but
over
she's already
here.
way smarter than you, bro.
What'd you say?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It
Dune
took me a second.
references.
Dude.
Ellie
You
and
know
the
what?
knife.
Actually, I take that back.
This
I'm
baby
gonna
knows
fucking
so much
activate
better
Arcane
what's up.
Cascade.
Sorry, what did you
You
say?
watch-
Arcane Cascade. Okay.
I think
Apparently that's how
the worm juice bottle said don't drink while pregnant. And then.
Is that the one that lets you move again?
No.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop the Dune reference.
I mean, we're here.
It's not Dune, guys. I already told you these are graboids.
Tremors.
They're from
Yeah.
Tremors.
Yeah, but I know
Mm.
way more about Dune than I know about Tremors.
That's too bad because Tremors is an amazing movie.
I have seen all of the
Sure.
Tremors movies.
All 9 of them?
Wait, what? Yeah, isn't there like a
9? I thought there was
million
like
of them?
4.
Because I
No,
haven't
I
seen
think
the
there's
9th
like a
one.
million Tremors.
I've seen 8
I've
of them.
probably forgotten more about Tremors
Yeah.
than
Tremors
he
is
knows
great.
about Sandworms.
Bro, there are that many movies, aren't there? This is stupid.
They are. Most of them are terrible. I'm telling you that right now.
Tremors,
Well, it's the
a
same
cold
thing
day
with,
in hell.
Same thing with Hellraiser. They have to make one every few years so they don't
Bro, I know a
Uh,
lot about sandworms.
lose the license.
Delayed reaction on my desk.
Yeah, a little bit.
Tremors 5, Bloodlines.
There's one in 2018 that's literally called Tremors: A Cold Day
A
in
cold
Hell.
day
Like,
in hell.
like you've run out of after Tremors 5. They're like, we just gotta just say something wild and crazy.
The guys at Wikipedia are like, "What the fuck? We're getting hits on Tremors, guys. What the fuck?
Guys,
Look at all these
Tremors is
Tremors.
great.
Yeah,
I don't know
Tremors
what's
going.
wrong with
It's
you.
getting hot hits right now."
You think it doesn't have like 9 sequels because it's not good? Duh. Like,
No, obviously there's
people have
it
been
has to
watching
be
these
quality.
sequels.
Yeah,
Once you realize that it's been the only sort of venue that would hire that guy from Family Ties, so he's been the hero in every single one, you realize that he's been driving, he's like executive producer. He's like, I just need work.
wasn't Kevin Bacon the main character in the first
Yes.
one?
Yeah, but he didn't even make it to the second one. Like,
Yeah, because he had a career to go
exactly.
to. He had like other real jobs to do.
Even the other guy was like, well, I'll make it to the second one, and then he's like, fuck, I'm out. I'm not
These
doing this
movies are
anymore.
getting ridiculous.
Yeah. But that guy from Family Ties was like, fuck yeah, that means I'm #1 guy now. I'm head Tremor.
We just had to get rid of those other 2 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I am looking at the.
Okay, sorry, is Trixie, what happened on your turn? Was that your whole turn or something? What happened?
Yep, I buffed myself twice.
Okay. I thought you may have
Holy
been.
fuck, Reba is in the first one. I forget about that.
Guys, the first one is a masterpiece. Go fucking watch it if you don't remember.
Reba is in Tremors, dude. What world are we living in?
Go watch the movie. You have to watch it tonight. You have to. All my references are going down.
Definitely on YouTube.
They're
Yeah,
graboids.
I've never even seen the first one.
Head exploding.
Yeah.
I saw it a long time ago.
Wow, you guys are
Okay.
fucking nerds.
Landry,
Yeah.
you're up.
Of course, we're here playing a tabletop game.
Yes, indeed.
I'm sure now I'll get to
Fucking
watch
nerds.
it. I'll get to watch it on YouTube Shorts in little 15-second clips.
Now that we've talked about it, yeah, you're right though.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, Landry, show me what you got.
All right.
I'm gonna, just so you know, after your turn, it's his turn.
Uppercase his.
It's there.
The entity.
The entity.
Doesn't it look scary?
It's very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Desert Little Shop of Horrors.
This is my time.
No.
So
I like
as
that
we
description.
if we've been trying to avoid these sandworms for like 3 days or so,
Yeah.
does that mean we have like kind of innate knowledge about them then? Like for example, like they react to sound, they don't react to sound.
I don't know if there's anything.
Or you
They don't seem to have tremor sense, if that's what you're asking.
mm,
I
They
think the
seem,
most of what we know is that we need to get to rocks.
would
Yeah.
really loud spirit monkeys distract them?
God damn it.
Is what I'm asking.
Listen, Jeremy's looking for a spirit monkey shaped hole to shove this spell through.
A mad monkey's itch, and I need
Look,
to
I will make a perfect scenario for your mad monkeys, but it's not
Either he
today.
uses it in this
Alright.
session or he's gonna feel stupid about this spell forever. So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has to
Fine,
use it.
I'll use regular everyday fireball then, I guess.
Honestly, you should feel stupid about that spell. Fuck that spell.
I'm just gonna keep it every level up, so it's just like 9th level maxed out mad monkey.
Magic monkeys, okay.
What is the range on 500 feet? My goodness. I'm thinking if I just shoot the other one, it's not gonna. Let's just try to blow this one up. We're gonna fireball it. I freak
Now
out.
we're doing
And innate
tremors.
magic power comes out, and I fireball the big scary worm.
Oh,
And,
that's right. Tier 3 spells.
And we'll fireball
Yeah, baby,
it.
fireball.
And what is the
Fireball? Did this
20-foot
happen?
burst? 20 burst.
I leveled you guys up and now we're getting fireballed.
Mm-hmm.
Am I?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the things he can summon apparently is a ball of fire.
And,
Didn't Geo used to fireball shit too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every caster eventually.
It's true.
Fireball.
Unless you're
Yeah.
intentionally not.
Check
Actually,
this fireball.
Oh, sorry. I'm
So
trying to
cast
look
a
this
spell
up.
and it should drop a thing and then you can drop a thing.
Oh, I've okay. So I jumped the gun on it. Then might be.
Yeah.
Can I delete? Okay, good.
You could
All right,
probably hit
let's
them
do
both, depending on how big it is.
Yeah.
public. All right, place 20-foot burst.
Oh, it's not as big as I thought it was.
We're getting them.
Or is it?
It will be.
Oh,
Oh, damn. Holy shit.
I guess it's a 20-foot radius is what it means by burst. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
A burst of 20 feet
Yeah.
starting from X point.
I see what you're saying. All right. Well, the 20-foot burst has been put, and then I guess the save is a DC 21.
Oh, you put
basically,
it here.
like-
Okay, so I need to
Yeah.
grab both my bros. They're obviously worm bros, guys. First worm bro, totally saved. Second worm bro,
No.
critically
my-
saved.
What? But what's a fireball?
First guy
Look-
takes half damage, that guy takes none.
Yeah, he totally went under the
Okay.
sand and was like, eat that.
So my instinct to distract him with the mad monkeys.
Was right. You should
Was-
never have fireball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
you let me teasing you ruin it.
I'm gonna start mean girling you about the mad monkeys.
Can you
Yeah.
drop
I'm trying
the
to think mad
damage for
monkeys
me?
work. Mad
Yeah,
monkeys
yeah.
don't work.
Fucking hell, that's pretty good damage.
Oh my gosh, that's such good because the max damage would have been 37.
Yeah.
We have to
Uh,
find an enchanted banana or some shit, right? Like, what do we? It's gonna be perfect scenario for that.
Well, Andrew, you fireballed, and you still have one action, and he's still in front of you, and he's still mad at you. Let me check his
I
intelligence.
I didn't know they were mad.
Oh, he's very dumb.
Oh, dude,
Okay, he's not
don't make
really
him mad, Jeremy.
He's actually
Right.
just hungry. But now he's kind of
Well, if they don't do the
Wincing.
tremor, I'll do the tremor.
in pain.
Well, funny enough, I'm gonna just try to stab it with my glaive. I'm making terrible mistakes here or not, but
You are, because you're standing in front of the sandworm, and you're gonna get eaten.
I'll take your word for it.
Take your word
I'll
for it.
take your word for it. I like that.
Well,
answer.
what if I fireball it from the inside? Or does it like kill me with its teeth before?
Well, jump in there and find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think you
I'm
get
being
digested.
sneaky.
I think you get like burned alive at the after being digested for a bit.
Yeah, you know the Sarlacc? It's like the Sarlacc.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know if
that's
I'm familiar with the Sarlacc, you said? I don't know if I'm familiar.
I'm going to
I know you're familiar with the Sarlacc.
It's from Star Wars, Andrew.
Oh, from Star Wars.
Oh, from Star
Right.
Wars. Is that
Right.
where we're at right now, guys?
The guy from Star Wars.
That's it.
It's
I'll move out of the way, and that's my turn.
All right. Now comes the sandworm. You guys were supposed to climb the rocks, and that makes me mad that you didn't. So
Yeah,
now I'm
none
going
of
to
us
attack
moved
you.
really.
Yeah, you all
I'm
were
gonna get
like,
to the
I
rock
don't
next
even
turn.
care. I don't even
We
care.
the
can
rock.
kill 2 soundworms. I'm gonna throw rocks at it.
I'm gonna hit it with my axe.
Well, it's going to try and bite you, I guess. So it's going to.
Yes.
It's,
Chris, you sound so defeated about that.
it's going to bite
It's
you.
gonna try and bite you, I guess. I don't know.
You guys ruined. Oh, take that. Critical. How do you like
Yeah,
that?
that's a
Oh,
fucking
fuck!
crit.
Yeah. How's 30?
I'll just take
That'll
30
do it.
damage, I
That'll
guess.
do it, huh?
Oh, that was a.
Damn,
Chris, is this
man.
gonna be another one
Alright.
of those encounters where we realize halfway through the encounter that you've way overscaled it?
I even
I think
downscaled these
he's
bitches
trying
and
to kill
told you
us.
to run away and get off the rocks. So
Yo,
now you're
where do
going to
you
learn your
expect me to
lesson.
go? Where do you expect me to go? I can't make it to the rocks.
Sir,
We die.
tell that to the graboid.
I have a 15-foot move speed, dude.
Back
We're in
up,
sand.
back up, graboid. Okay, he didn't hit you with the other graboids, but enjoy your 30 damage.
I did.
Good.
I still have more than half my life.
Well, good for you. Age 21, you're up. You guys can just watch as
Yeah.
your dwarf tanks the sandworm and you just murder it. And you're like, why were we running away in the first place? We should have just murdered them.
I mean, that's like a little bit on my mind. Like, why don't we just tank and spank this thing? But I was told that it's bad. And on top of that, you said the things earlier are gonna get scary. So I'm gonna do 3 movement. Oh, token collide. I don't think I can get up on the rock.
You can get up on the rock. It takes you 10 feet of movement to get up on the rock.
Oh, then I'm literally right there.
Okay.
Because I had my last. This was 10 feet of movement for my last. So it's. So I
I
still have
feel like
5.
you'd be one more, yeah.
I still have, I can't get up there. It says no.
Oh, there's a wall. Oops, that's oh, and now I fireballed you. Sorry. That's how it works. The rules are the rules.
And then I'm gonna end my turn because that was 3 actions.
I might be able to fix the walls. Aloysius, you're up.
But I got on a rock. So hey, Harper.
Um. Yeah, I'm gonna run. 10, 15, 20, 25. 5. How do I get up here?
I can move you up there for now.
No, I can move up there. I'm just wondering if I need to do any checks or anything.
No, it's just 10 feet of movement.
Okay, so I can move to like right there, and I'll be alright. Token Kaleido. Okay, yeah. Can I move like right
I'm
there?
gonna try and fix this. Let me see. Movement restriction, none. Oh,
Is that gonna cost
Nah.
all your movement?
now try it. Oh, it worked.
There we go. Okay. That costs 2 movements.
So it takes you an extra 10 to climb up, if you didn't count that already.
Okay, so it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I'm glad I learned how to make those walls so you can move through them now. That's so cool.
5, 15, and 20, 25. Okay, yeah, no. 2 full movements, yeah. So I have 1 action left.
And once you're on top of the rock, you guys can see down to the others. It's kind of cool.
I'll do an Inspire Courage just to re-up on that for everybody.
Who else in 60? Uh-oh. Oh! You might want to take one step closer to Gorham.
One step closer to the dwarf.
Yeah. And everyone gets it.
Oh, you don't get it twice.
You ran up there, you did your Inspired Courage.
That's my turn.
Now it's my turn. And this bullet is like, who's the closest one that I can eat? Oh no. It's totally that little elf boy over there.
Oh.
Hope he doesn't mind. I'm gonna come and eat you. And he's gonna use his leaping charge. The sandworm attempts a long jump. How does that work? Let's do it. Athletics check. 34. I think I made it. It's DC 30. It can make a claw attack, but if it moves at least 20 feet horizontally, it can make 2 claw attacks, and claw attacks are replaced by graboid attacks because
I was gonna say a what attack?
it's got graboids instead. Here's your first graboid attack, 26, brah. Here's your second graboid attack, 35, brah.
There is 0% chance the Weeblug or there's no way we don't get hit by every attack in this encounter.
You're
Well,
taking
yeah,
9 and 24, Landry.
Holy fuck.
Oh. All
Andrew's
right.
taking hits.
It's Gorham. Gorham might be the only one who can take.
No, you've hit me. You've hit me with my shield up on every attack roll.
Well, I think I've been rolling some good ones today. Actually, that 26 was average.
That was still a hit on me with shield up.
Yeah, okay. Well, then, but you do have the hit points. I mean, that you might be able to tank him a while.
By the way, Aloysius, no, on this bullet's turn right here, did we do Aloysius continuous damage?
He has to spend an action to do
I
it.
didn't do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Do something else.
I chose to get out of the way. Yeah.
I moved twice, and I'll put up my shield,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
My concentration is broken on that because I didn't maintain it, so I should get rid of that.
Trixie,
Actually, it might still be there.
Do you think so?
do you have to
Yeah,
spend an
you
action to
had it.
maintain it? I don't think so.
I think so. On subsequent rounds, the first time each round you sustain the spell, it deals that damage to each creature in the area. Okay, yeah, so it just stays in there. Sustained up to 1 minute. Yeah, hasn't been a full minute yet, so I'm keeping it alive.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. Anyway, you say it was my turn?
Yeah.
I choose to cry myself to sleep at night.
Yeah, good strat.
Please
And
roll.
feeling that, I'm gonna go ahead and step up over here where this guy is now, off guard, unless you have something to reduce or prevent that.
Well, last time the video game knew how to do that, so why don't you just attack and see if it works?
Oh, I should target him then, so that it actually works.
Mm-hmm. Off guard flank, -2.
Oh shit!
It's a miss.
It is a miss. That's my turn.
Okay. Landry.
Did I seriously roll a 2? Come on, these guys are so scary.
Yeah, I'm just so scared you rolled a 2.
Hmm. I think I don't have a choice. I think I have a plan. So I have a choice
Magic
between them
monkeys.
making a really loud sound to try to deafen them or try to steal something. I don't know if I'm going to what I'd like to do
I don't know if the
is
worms have ears.
put the 5-foot burst here and ask them to try to steal one of its teeth
Okay.
with the idea that it distracts
does
but it won't
that
be
mean?
successful. So maybe the worm will try to deal with that instead of hitting Zetatrix and Gorham. Am I shoehorning this too much? I can do
No, man.
If you want to summon monkeys, you summon monkeys, man. That's how this game works. That's
Mhm.
why we're not playing fucking
Right.
Baldur's Gate 3 where you won't be able to do
I
this.
got I see.
Summon the monkeys.
Yeah, I'm being all insecure about it. I'm like, oh, please, can I summon monkeys? Okay, so I
You can summon whatever the fuck you want, bro. You're a summoner.
Straight
Yes,
up.
true. Summon the
Exactly.
monkeys.
summon the monkeys,
I
and
just
then
figured it came with the territory.
yeah, so my DC minus 10 is what was my DC on the fireball?
Dis- disregard issues. Summon monkey.
DC was 21, so 11 to steal, but I don't see how this could be.
And I feel like what you want to be doing is the tumultuous gymnastics. I haven't read what it says there yet, but
Oh, there's different options. Okay, the monkeys jump and climb all over creatures in the spell's area, interfering with complex movements. Each creature. Yep, that's perfect. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Tumultuous gymnastics. He's just jumping all over, grabbing their teeth, doing monkey bars on the teeth. Just summon it right in front of its mouth or whatever on it, distracting it, hitting it, maybe banging it, doing cartwheels on him.
yeah, I will just change the outcomes a little bit.
Each creature in the spell area must attempt a reflex save. Oh crap!
It's only a 5-foot burst.
Yeah. There's only so many monkeys in the spell barrel.
All right. Well, you get a hero point for that.
Thank you.
Okay, so old guy has to do a reflex save.
Yeah. I guess if you want, you can go up to the fireball and do reflex save there. I don't know why it doesn't have a.
That looks like a success. Yeah.
I think it is. Dang. Dang it. My fireballs and monkeys are useless.
All right, this bullet's gonna go.
Oh, sorry. That was my. That was
Oh,
2
oh,
actions,
sorry.
and I'm gonna
My bad.
try to. I think I get to about right here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think.
Do you want to
Where
give
was
any commands to Angelo because he's about to get chomped?
Well, yeah, I'd like him to get out of the way there. Well, can't I dismiss him? Is that wise?
I don't know. Can you? I don't know.
Um,
If he had his own
could
hit
dismiss
points,
him?
I'd be like, let him tank. But those are your hit points.
Yeah.
I think he has better AC than you, though.
You might be right.
Those are your hit points, Jeremy. You can do what you want with them.
But as Josh was pointing out, you guys are kind of getting hit no matter what here.
Yeah.
Wildborn. There's a thingy. Where is it? Oh, that's a wall of text. Um, uh, I'm not finding it.
What are you looking for? He's only got one action, so I was thinking you were going to move him.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna try to move them. Let's move them. Let's just go straight down. Oh, whoops! My thing was in the way. Oh no, I didn't move.
I think you're on measuring.
Oh, you are correct. Something like that. That is the move.
Okay. Now this mad bullet is actually gonna burrow. Blah, 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 blah. What do we got here? Oh, I know how to do that. We'll just make him invisible. Blah, 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 blah. He goes under the ground for a while. Ha. You silly guys. You'll never escape the sandworms. That's what he says on the way down. H21.
But all we heard was
Very
sandworms,
expressive.
sandworms,
Sandworm,
sandworms.
sandworms. Worm, worm. Sand.
Okay. Reload twice. Shoot once.
Okay.
This guy. Wait, just make sure. Yeah, we're fine.
Give it to me, baby.
Oh, wait. That got rid of my
Uh-huh.
thing. There we go. What?
Indeed.
Yeah.
The bullet ricochets off of his hard
Yeah.
armor,
That's not good.
Yeah.
despite
I
seeking
I have to
truth.
roll nat 20s for these guys. To crit.
Alrighty.
Alright. That's it.
I have an idea.
Aloysius.
Is the idea get on a rock?
I'm on a rock, bro.
Like,
Alright,
I'm on the
perfect.
rock.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Inside my possessions, I have a vial of arsenic.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use it as a telekinetic projectile and attempt to shoot it down the throat of the worm.
Alrighty.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Give it to me,
alright.
baby. Uh-huh.
How
Uh-huh.
much arsenic does it take for an actual giant worm to be affected by it?
I wasn't gonna bring that up. I was just gonna let him do it.
The game rules has absolutely nothing about
Damn it, that
how
doesn't. It doesn't.
much of a substance you need for poison. So that it doesn't say anything about that. Okay, so what happened? You
So I'm
missed?
shooting it directly into his mouth, not at his armor. I don't know if that changes anything.
Oh, his
But I mean,
mouth
like his throat doesn't have an armor class, right?
It actually makes it harder to hit him, to aim.
Yeah,
at
it's a
medical.
called shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. Good turn.
He's like, I got this solid plan, and then also I throw it in the ground.
I just lost my arsenic. Is all that happened.
I mean, at least you attempted to use it for something.
Yeah, I thought maybe
Yeah.
I could point to. Yeah.
All right, this bullet is going to, or sorry, this graboid is going to attack. It's going to use its most vicious attack on Gorham. 24? I think your shield
But actually is a miss, yeah.
Then it's going to use one of its graboids on each of you. The first one's on Zenatrix. 20.
Miss.
And then
Holy
one
shit.
on Landry. 13.
Oh,
miss.
well,
Damn,
yeah,
dude.
multiple attack penalty. That makes sense. Yeah.
We're learning.
It definitely did not have a good round. Gorham.
I am going to go right here, and then I'm gonna swing at it
Nice.
and miss.
Damn.
Dang, 23 miss, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 missed earlier, so
Mm.
less surprised. Go right here.
So it doesn't tell you guys the stats. It just says miss.
Yeah.
Oh, because on mine it
It
says
doesn't tell us
missed,
what it is.
missed by one or missed by whatever.
No,
No,
ours
no,
just
th-
says miss.
Yeah.
Or it just says miss or critical miss or critical hit, all
Yeah.
that shit.
That's cool. This game's so
Yeah.
cool, and yeah.
I shouldn't have swung, but I did. So turn.
Okay. Zetatrix. It's so tempting to swing when you're there, and I get it.
What happened to the other one?
It went burrow and went, I'm gonna kill you, you'll never escape the sandworms. But it said that in sandworm language.
Man, I'm much more effective fighter from here though. Okay. I'm gonna dimensional assault,
Okay.
which will let me land over here
Good
and do an
strategy.
attack.
Yeah.
Bingus.
Woohoo!
Oh, thank God. Okay, well, it wasn't much. But it was something. And then I'm going to do a hop and a leap and get up here.
Okay.
And I will Shitoki mushroom. I guess I'll set up spell parry, which basically just is it's my version of Ray's field.
Okay. Landry.
All right. First things first, I will get up here. I will then excuse me. I have an idea.
Is it monkeys?
I'm out of monkeys.
Bye-bye monkeys. The monkeys really only last for one round?
It's actually not clear to me.
I can go read it again.
It's once the creature's immune to them or immune to it, then it's like they're. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're like still there visually. They're just unaffected.
Oh, they're still there. They're just not unaffected.
So if anything, we're the ones getting distracted by the monkeys and not the.
Yeah, it's definitely true because we have been distracted by the monkeys for a while now.
Landry's over here being distracty.
Yeah. I'll say, Gorm, I'm out of ideas, and then cast enlarge on him.
I mean, that gives him reach.
Yeah, just
That's
make it
true.
big, dude.
A
Makes
vote
him
of
hit.
confidence.
Make the dwarf big. Why not?
And they already were having an easy time hitting him.
What? I haven't hit him once.
No,
I
them
think he
hitting
was
you.
talking-
Them.
I
Yeah,
see
yeah,
you're
yeah.
using the same sandworm logic from Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
True.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
To defeat
was that phrase you used?
sandworm, it must
Pre-associated it?
become
Yeah.
big.
Use magic to make big, to hit big worm.
Stone giant mask. Yes.
Get mask, yeah.
Unga bunga.
All right, that's your turn, Landry.
Yeah, and then I think, sorry, and then, Angelo's gonna try to move 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and that's it.
Okay, there's some rumbling under the sand. You guys know that other sandworm is still traveling
Not
under
bad,
there.
team.
H21.
Yeah. Reload once, shoot twice.
All right,
I'm assuming you were cool with it.
that's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
hit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm always fine with becoming giant dwarf.
Boom. Another strike. Glancing blow, still doing damage though.
Yeah.
Aloysius. You notice that
I need to crit.
yeah, they're hard to crit. They don't have a lot of critical spaces for you to aim at. It's
Yeah.
just a bunch of armor.
Like my whole thing is rolling above ACs by 10.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
just no way with this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and spook him out with a fear spell.
Is it a monkey?
Ooh.
No.
He shows him
Fear might be the way to fucking go on
a
this.
vision of monkeys.
He needs a 21 will save.
Oh yeah.
Are you
Why?
fucking me?
Why?
No way.
Why?
Wow.
Are you
no
fucking
way.
me right now?
Why?
Wow,
It doesn't
dude.
matter. Bro has a 10 will save for some reason. He's like the most
Exactly what he needed.
wise sandworm I've ever met.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm
Oh,
so
Studied
man.
abusing you
landworm
guys.
ways.
So abusing
He's
you.
looked
Cool,
at the
alright.
past
Fire courage,
elders
then.
of sandworm lore.
Inspire
Yeah.
courage. Everybody gets it again.
This worm
Thank
doesn't
you.
give a
That
shit
helps a
about
lot, actually.
the monkeys.
You know, it's
give a
not
shit
it's
about
not
me.
much, but it's honest work.
Bro, Landry, you should have just dismissed Angelo.
Angelo's gonna
I
get
couldn't find the detail on the character sheet.
You could
25.
you summoned, dude.
That looks like a hit on Angelo. 22 fucking damage. Shit balls.
Wait, what was it? Oh, yeah, 25 hits.
Gorham.
Ow. Ow.
Could you all back up so I could get back up on this rock, please? Zeta, Helloicious. Could you guys back the fuck up?
It's
Even
not
though
my
it's not your
turn.
turn.
No.
Can I push them?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's fine. Just the one step. I can't do anything, dude. I can't hit it. So, like, I don't know what you want me to do. I can stand here and block for you guys if it comes over. I
Yeah,
put
it's
my
fine. It
shield
just
up.
lasts for a while, so.
Yeah, I put my shield up. So, like,
It's like
I don't have anything else.
Okay, Trixie.
Yeah, no, definitely got to do something here. I'm going to step over here, and I'm going to cast one of my new spells.
Okay. Monkeys.
Monkey. No, I cast magnetic acceleration.
Okay. I kind of like this. Is it a railgun?
What?
Um,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, very Magneto-esque. Holy shit! I actually hit him.
Yay. Okay,
That's fun.
25 to 28.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Okay, we're doing something.
That's damage.
Something happened.
Fucking A. Yes, that was a
Yeah.
hit.
I originally wanted to take Vampiric Touch, but they changed it to no longer be an attack spell. It now has a DC save, which totally fucked me. But when looking around, I found this motherfucker, and if I cast it with what do you call it? My spell strike, right? Obviously, this is pretty good damage, but when I'm not, it has 120 range.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy with magnetic acceleration.
Landry, you up.
All right.
Angelo, go.
Yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is move Angelo up. 1, 2.
What's up, bro?
4, 5.
This is just like Tremors, how some of you are on some rocks and some of you. Like, this is the Angelo and H21 rock.
Yeah.
And you know that we're the ones that die in the movie.
Yeah, like you've
The
seen.
animal and the robot friend.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Are you on the rock with the main character? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Yeah, you get that's the Kevin. Landry's Kevin Bacon.
Landry's the main character.
Gorham is the other
That's
old
fine.
man who's with Kevin Bacon.
That's the angry old guy.
Truth. Big true.
The rest of you
I'm
are
the lady.
expendable. But one of you is Family Ties guy and you don't even know it yet. Maybe it's
God, I hope
H21.
it's not me.
Maybe it is you.
I hope
Maybe.
it's not me. I don't want to be Family Ties guy.
All right,
Why is
Landry,
he
give
bad?
us your
Why do we
final
not like
action.
that guy?
Can
I don't know.
Can I do Tanglevine?
Sure.
It
Show
doesn't
me
say
what it
anything.
says.
It says it doesn't say anything about size.
Yes. Oh, size of the creature.
Yeah. But I feel like it.
Yeah,
Target's
I think
one
it's
creature.
fine. I think it's
Yeah, you're
fine.
good.
Uh,
Yeah.
so I just try to. So I guess lore wise, I'm trying to as many vines as I can kind of like really get to try to do something to it, and
Sure. A bunch of
I guess
like sort of deserty looking sand vines come out of the ground.
and they don't do jack.
You should have
With it.
targeted him.
Dang it, I'm gonna target him.
Oh, that's an attack and you miss?
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. Well, we'll do the same vote as last day, which is you guys got on the rocks. It's a stalemate. They're gonna sail around you guys for a little bit here under the ground, but eventually they're gonna get bored and go away. So do you guys want to like continue to fight them? It's just so you can like chew down some HP next time, or should we just go on to the next bit of which is going to the town at the end of your journey here?
Honestly,
We'll
if
finish up
they're
the
if
fight next time.
yeah, if they're going away, then let's head out to the town. No point in fighting something that has a 26, 27 AC.
Okay,
That
well,
could
wait till you
murder
get
us.
to the town.
Oh no! Oh no!
This was your last battle. This was the Tremors battle before this movie becomes all alien and
Hi,
aliens.
this is a Mithril Golem, and it can
Yeah,
only be hit by +4 weapons.
yeah,
Fuck you.
yeah. Okay, it's not gonna be that, but yeah, the face huggers were the small happy introduction,
Those
and
guys still did tons of damage.
they did pretty big. They did pretty good. But
Yeah, they did.
you
Yeah,
guys
he
cleared out like
rolled
8 of them.
Madman.
They also weren't grouped up, so it was a little bit easier to take them out.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you guys were also not grouped up.
Also true.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. The alien stuff could be a lot of fun. And the next session, I'm almost done it too, so maybe we'll be able to do it next week. But I
Nice.
think I
Where's that?
need to get the map of Seshmi Chenin finished, and that's going to be big. And I want to finish the whole dungeon kind of before we get started, so that might
Yeah.
take a couple weeks. But yeah, I'll keep you posted about next week. If we all can or cannot or whatever, I'll send out a message.
Cool.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
then otherwise, yeah, good games to everyone, and
Cool.
we'll see you
Good
next
game,
time.
Joe.
Yeah.
Good game,
Alright.
jolly cooperation. Thank you.
Good,
Praise the sun.
good,
See you
good
all next
game.
time.
Have a
Yeah.
good one.
Dunge
Later.
off.